Injaja sumutu kaninya pasabi kuminya. Edia remuta mayana sasimuta atumse. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafu braneche. Omanu sebeyeyo, omanu seriyeyo. Eya seta ose, omafu braneche.
Wednesday, the 31st of July 2024, approximately 9 minutes gone past 1600 hours. We live once again on Aqu24 Radio, Abrabopa Radio, as well as Aqu24 Radio GH. On Facebook, we live on Aqu24 Radio Stroke TV, YouTube, Aqu24 Radio, and on X, formerly Twitter, at Aqu24 Radio. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come with a very simple objective, and that is to figure out, to ponder over all possibilities with which we will be able to let the Ghana that we want to enjoy of come to its own expression from nowhere but from within us. It is coming from within us because life is an in and out. It's an in and out business. And as long as we remain inseparably linked with the Ghana that we talk about, just as every wave is inseparably linked with the ocean, we become the Ghana that we talk about every now and then. That is to say, we are the co-creators of the Ghana that we want. And wherever that we find ourselves, in whatever capacity that we find ourselves, we need to be able to do our very best in order to contribute to the creation of that very beautiful Ghana. The beautiful side of this adventure is we all would have the rewards or the consequences for every effort that we put in. Sometimes we may all be in one company, but we are all not taking the same rewards, and we are all not occupying the same positions. But with whatever position that you occupy, you can effectively work yourself up, do very well, and then you will be gradually advancing and adding more rewards to whatever you're already taking. So wherever that you find yourself, you see, when we look at it from beyond Ghana, we are all employees of life. We are all employees of the universe. And the universe pays us. It, however, pays us through the people who employ us. Our secondary employers, let's put it that way. So, in its true essence, each and every one of us is an employee of life, is an employee of the universe. And wherever that we find ourselves, whatever salary that we take, the universe is paying us based on whatever contribution that we are putting on the table. You may think it's your boss that pays you. Well, the universe pays you through your boss, right? Because your boss is also an employee of the universe, or an employee of life. Now, the bottom line here is, if we are using Ghana as our reference point in our discussions over here, we are all employees of Ghana. We may be in different capacities, but we are all employees of Ghana. You see, we may not know it all, and hence sometimes we can't put a firm explanation as to why we occupy different positions across the country or in this life. But hey, bringing it down in very simple terms, every step of the way prepares you for the next step. That is how life is. Life is about processes, and sometimes you see in this life some individuals who went all the way to the top, and for some reasons they had to come all the way down to start elsewhere and then work themselves up to the top again. You will see some individuals who started from the bottom, they work themselves up all the way to the top. They continue to work on themselves and they stayed at the top. Even in this phase of eternity that we find ourselves, you can see and observe this occurrence happening all around us. You see, to the very ones who have come to accept that our death is never an end. Yes, our birth was not our beginning, and our death will certainly not be an end. The very ones who believe that, hey, life continues. All the efforts that we are putting across around here, let's say we are putting, you see, it gets very dicey when you want to move from Ghana and then you move to, the entire universe. But whichever way, the principle is the same. You see, whatever efforts that we are putting here in whatever capacity is preparing us for a bigger stage, even after this window of eternity, right? So wherever you find yourself, just give out your very best. It is preparing you. It is certainly preparing. I think there is an allegorical story where a master gave various talent to some people to work with. Some thought, hey, this master is very wicked, so they went to bury the talent. They gave some a little, they gave some a little, they gave accordingly. And the very ones who had even the little and decided to work with those talents, they got more added to it. That is to tell you, wherever that you find yourself, do your very best. Give your contribution to this association that we choose to call Ghana. And I bet you'll certainly be reaping up the reward sooner or later. So we are here just to deliberate on all possibilities with which we would be able to effectively contribute our bit to the development of Ghana. And not just that, also becoming catalyst that supports and guides others to also bring out the very dormant Ghana within them. That is where it gets very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And you see, we may think, or we may decide, hey, it's too much of a hard work trying to get someone to reason as a Ghanaian. Of course, it is hard work, especially the very one who haven't come to the awareness, or they haven't gotten the reasons why they have to reason as a Ghanaian. It's a huge challenge, but we can't let it be just like that. The bottom line is the fact that someone may not be able to express the Ghana within them that does not stop the fact that the person is a Ghanaian. It does not stop that. Someone inability to recognize or understand the fact that they may be a citizen of a certain nation does not stop the person from being a citizen of that nation. So whatever the case may be, some people may not be acting as Ghanaians, but it doesn't stop them being Ghanaians. And whichever way you want to look at it, they are part of us, and we need to figure out all possible ways with which we'll be able to support, encourage, guide them to also come to appreciate the need to be able to act as Ghanaians. That is where it gets very interesting. And believe you me, when you are able to guide someone to awaken to that awesome presence within them as Ghanaians, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so exciting. When you come to the place where wisdom runs itself in and through you, and you are able to get someone to move their stake. When I say stake, we are all shareholders in this entity we call Ghana. When you are able to guide someone to move their stake in a part of the whole to the whole itself, it's so beautiful, it's so exciting. Yes, I know many of us would have investments within Ghana. Some people may have shares in some companies in Ghana. Yes, it's a step in the right direction. However, when you have shares in Ghana, which we all have shares in Ghana, it's just automatic, right? The other ones is just by choice, but we all have shares in Ghana. And when we focus on our shares in Ghana, oh, what more are we looking for? Everything will be in its rightful place. So when you're able to guide someone to move their shares from a part of the whole to the whole itself, it's so exciting. So I will encourage you to also come with this mindset, the mindset of guiding others to also discover the beautiful side of them. But before you can do that, I bet you can never pour out of an empty cup. You heard me, right? You can't pour out of an empty cup. Whatever is within your cup is what you give out to other people. If your cup is empty, you pour emptiness to other people. If your cup is filled with water, that is what you give out to people. So you need to work on yourself to fill your cup. Fill it. Get something in your cup. Get something in the form of wisdom, in the form of knowledge, in the form of creativity, in the form of intelligence. So you'll be able to pour some to others to also guide them into their better and amazing self. That is what brings us here. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you to the Wednesday's edition of Bamaso. We call it the questions and answers version of Bamaso. And just run quick see the mu dona the mu api and come on. Maybe I would be as way with video no Edda a 24 radio, a Bravopa radio, and a 24 radio GH. So Facebook and our a 24 radio stroke TV, YouTube a 24 radio, or call X. Can any friend in Twitter? Yeah, at a 24 radio. Ya baha ya butai na kume bi ne mu mesopa e kyerese ya ba ne abeto ato adwene ahwe kwan a ye betumi afa na ye mai Ghana afa ntoma pa efra. So man no fa ntoma pa efra na kyerese ye ntimamufo no ye ho ye yendin akwane asanyi naremu ai ebia bia efa ya brabo ho bia no ye ba ama ye ho abaye yendin e wo ho. Yes. Nti ye ho den no, you see abrabo yi no life why in such a way say nkoba say obi ebeye say oh me di me ho I'm of my own me di me ho so among other things no or my variety about life mu or my variety pa about life no. That is the wisdom of life. You see, say ode faduane no akra eye emfato ho e wa hase ubinya duane ingredients ni nyinara ubinya ingredients ni nyina but ade kuma bi wo hono mo ase wa nya nto aduane ni mo awun se aduane no enyi mo ema ensipi emfa ma, right? That is life. That is the beauty of this life. Life ede variety abreye. Say the bear, we will be able to live in harmony with ourselves. And you see, and that is also a principle within life that we can work with. That is to say, life did not bring you here to do everything on your own. Yes, it's a teamwork. And life will be will be different capabilities, different capacities. Life has put its own potentials in each and every one of us, in diverse forms. And will be with different capabilities, different potentials within them. Now, when we blend these potentials, capabilities together, we are able to spell a very beautiful life. And that is why we can't say and we can't leave others who are also part of the equation to be on their own. We need to guide them, we need to support them so they will be able to play their ultimate role in the equation. That is why it's just imperative to support ourselves in the quest to discover a very beautiful Ghana. Asɛm no nyinaa no nti yɛaba ha yi no yɛba abɛyɛ yɛn ho aduro na yɛn ho yɛ yɛn den a yɛaboa ama afoforɔ nso ɛho atumi ayɛ wɔn den. Adwuma no ɛɛden na mmom ɛɛdɛ. It is a sweet pain. Ɛɛden ana ɛɛdɛ nso ɛka ho. Nti sɛ wabɛpie mu wɔ ha ɛha yɛde Ghana ɛna ɛyɛ yɛ pomasi berɛ. Antinina Antinina nkran Antinina nkran. Nti ɔte sɛ meka pomasi berɛ no ɔse Papa Smiley na pomasi berɛ no koraa ɛyɛ deɛ ba adeɛ. Pomasi berɛ no ɛyɛ reference point anaasɛ the standard that we use. Kyerɛ sɛ yɛba ha yɛde Ghana ɛna ɛyɛ yɛ standard. Yɛde Ghana ɛna ɛyɛ adeɛ a esi yɛni so. Wobɛsɛ Ghana is our focal point. Ghana ana yɛni esi so sɛ this is what we want for no other entity but for Ghana. So yes, this is what we want. Nti sɛ enra na enuanom bi ɛka a certain but in this world that we are in now, no, in the era of artificial intelligence, no, so many things can happen. Just say some people can sit somewhere with the presence of some keyboards, generate some pictures among other things. So hey, I wanted to be sure, but upon further consideration, I realized no correct. The NPP officer wore a Joso as compared to the Joso Municipal Hospital or what have you, right? That was a comparison someone was putting up in the picture. Now when you sit back and you are to reason as a Ghanaian, so and you look at that two pictures, it tells you if we allow Ghana to express itself in and through us, we wouldn't be making such decisions. We would not be making such decisions. But hey, when we feel our stakeholder in a part of the whole as more important than our stakeholder in the whole, that is what happens. That is what happens. And our duty here is not to disregard anybody. Our duty here is not to look down upon anybody. But our duty here is to support ourselves, come to the realization of what matters most. You see, in our lives, more or less, our core philosophies have been guiding us to put the cart before the horse, instead of we putting the horse before the cart. And our duty here is to support each other so that we will develop a new core philosophy. A new core philosophy that will bring us to the awareness that, just as the Bible says, seek you first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you. When we are able to seek the development of the whole, all other things will certainly be added unto us. And you know the science behind that. When you are seeking the development of the whole, that part that is taking the center stage in your life is a part of the whole. And when the whole is strong, that part is also strong. Maybe you get the drift. Yes. So it's all about reprogramming. Reprogramming. Yes. Now, yet me a channel our energies, our attention to what matters most in this life. And the Yaba has you. Inti mesro. I want you metaka. I'm not an exception of asma maybe can say yenina wedru in this journey. Some people may not just step on your feet, they will stamp on your feet. And they will stamp on it. Some people will not just perhaps give you a pinch, they will knock you. They will knock you. Now, whichever way, when you begin to say, overshare, whatever happens to you, whatever someone does to you, as an opportunity to discover a better version of you, you give yourself a different interpretation as to what anybody does to you. Right? Say, especially in the course of Jumedie, in the course of your relationship with all of life, it's an opportunity to discover a better and a higher version of you are. It gives you a different interpretation as to whatever you encounter. Now take it and work with it. You will see. So we are watching say no is an opportunity to discover, unravel a better version of you. You give a different interpretation to whatever happens to you. Sometimes whatever happens to you is a call for more patience. Whatever happens to you is a call for the expression of more wisdom. Whatever happens to you is a call to display greater intelligence. Look at life that way. Abanesa, you pause, you reflect, and you respond. Instead of you hastily reacting. Instead of you hastily reacting to whatever happens to you. Sometimes I go back to years I did Jumedie, and then I listen to some of the things that happened for myself and for others who are even still on the show now. It's just joyful as to how much changes, how much we have grown along the way. This is not where we want to be. We want to improve upon our excellence beyond where we've gotten to, until we will continuously work on ourselves. You too, work on yourself, right? Na yenyina ye hunye ye den. You see, any da ye bonyum bi or say okwase anitia na agro egu. Otie, or say okwasia anitia na agro egu. This is where it gets very interesting. You see, when I hear some of those things now, and other revelations come through, I'm manage. Maybe Yesu say, or baby they eduhe him be good and I say, I'm one of the apostles and disciples here. I can't say no. Oh. I know about any shade. Do you have go na say we jakakra na o kan sem bi or say e betimi e koton di hwam kra na de ama wona any be among other things asemi free Yesu anu by or say hey, the poor will always be with us. You see, I'm just taking the principle out of this, right, as to some of the things that will always be with us. You see, yes, what kwasi anything na agrogu, but it doesn't mean say there wouldn't be any more kwasi being kwasi for no, they will be there. They will always be there. They will always be there. They will always be there. And we will have to also continuously support them. You see, you were also one way or the other once a kwasia. It is just to let you know, say, you had a different perception, you had a different way of looking at things years ago. You may not perhaps admit it, but hey, that is the case. The way you perceive things now, the way you interpret certain things now, it's not the same as years ago. Even within a split of a second, the way you may be interpreting things as against how you interpret things in the past, enya the crow. Enti so there were ni beti from Okwasia hood and non say Okwasia ni hobio, they will be there. This is where it also gets interesting. When you abeti no na afie no boa other people to also rise up. And the teacher who is now teaching the class 1 pupil was once also in class 1. This is the science behind it. The professor who is teaching the university students was one a university student, right? That is how life is. And what Jesus said, and he said, the poor shall always be there. You see, there are certain things that will always be there. You will never be able to get all Ghanaians to reason as you. You will never be able to get all Ghanaians to reason. Abe will never be able to get all Ghanaians to reason as him. No. You will never be able to do that. No. As you rise up in the ranks, you guide other people to also continue in their own ranks. Right? That is how you do it. And said your will reason, it's not how you'll be reasoning come tomorrow. Right? If you continuously work on yourself, that is what it means. And the very ones who are in class 1, they will always be there. So professor, you should be able to come to the level of a class 1 and teach them 1 + 1, 2 + 2, A for apple, B for banana. See, if you really want to support them through the ranks. And also another beautiful thing, sometimes we think or we assume or we make certain sayings akwa we pardon na when you nisa na oda hunjina class 1. Mr. We have babies in adult bodies, right? The center of our being is the mind. And you may see a big man, mature among other things, but in the mind they are babies. If you want to support such individuals, you need to do so with wisdom. You need to do so with intelligence. So you see, the dynamics with which we are able to support others, so magnificent. When you begin to see every encounter, every opportunity to unravel a better version of you interpret everything that happens to you differently. And when you work with this core philosophy, you are here to evolve and discover a better version of you. When you work with this philosophy, the better you make it at a point to say you will help yourself to use it as a means of discovering an amazing self of you. This changes the whole dynamics. Hey, one fan is idea, and you hastily react instead of you pausing, right, contemplating and responding to whatever happens to you. And hey, we will never travel this course without stepping on each other's foot. But hey, every encounter is an invitation to display a better version of you are. You choose a different interpretation to whatever happens to you. Ejumanoso esopa nti wabadia memo akwaba pa. The biggest of all jobs in this world is to work on yourself. To work on yourself so as to become a better version of you. Sometimes we want to help others with what we have gotten, but when you look at it very well, we need help too. We equally need help. We need help as to how the things we have also come to know, we will be able to teach it across. Say, and you will be na adia wosua obetimi akire wo bi o, and you will be na e was skill no. And you will be na develop a skill no. And don't say you can't develop the skill, no, you can develop it. Will be asua de sa to me say economics anaasɛ physics anaa chemistry nimadeɛ no paa, but when it comes to say ɔnkyerɛ wɔ bi a ɛbɛyɛ ade foforɔ. So it is how we perhaps if he wants to carry on and be able to help others also gain knowledge in that field, perhaps also call as I call ade and never become home obey me at the actually. Indeed, Mekai years ago, Cape Coast University na omoyana mandatory say ade bia course bi a bia no say on ma we 1 year education at the eka ho. Indeed, actually say they give you some training in education. I think that was a diploma as well, so that the Oceano you'll be able to package it and even teach class 1. Sana de ntie. Nti yenye hu aduru every now and then, so that we'll be able to support other people to also gain greater and deeper understanding of themselves. As simple as that. So what ni said the Dr. Zazadintu Nana Asarabedi Akon, Dr. Ebenezer Amofabuatin, we send a papa into Nana Nketia. Ye, Nana, Tuchema, wati. America for Sam. Hi, Edano, hey, Ebe bruta. I'm telling you, Ebe bruta. Edani in your shoe. Say a shoe day could I in your shoe. What I say, in your shoe. Shoe na ebe no. You be in videos, baby, you be share, you be DM como. Naturally, you be watching o monometi. What I say, that's right. Sam Safo, Metunchi more than Edema. Dr. Jingo, ambassador for Christ. Ambassador for Christ. Ambassador for Christ. You see? Meka Dr. Ajingu asem enra say whatever belief Dr. Ajingu ewono empire any say a bit me abuano to discover a better version of himself. In some areas, Dr. Ajingu amazing being. He may have a very strong view as to certain things, but he's an amazing being. So I say, whatever the case may be, we may have differences, but when it comes to harmonious living, Dr. Ajingu an exemplary figure. Sometimes I sit back and me share na butre or war among other things are very very interesting. Na me busa mo say ni nyina book of Romans na e man no sa na say because his patience the opposite catch Dr. Ajingu bi catch no he has a different interpretation when it comes to his harmonious living with one another. And see, say whatever he believes in is going to make him a better, amazing person. Doctor, carry on. Why? Carry on. The rest has to say, hey, there is a place beyond here that we are going, and there. So, within this corners, fire, you find ourselves here. Let's say the Dr. Ajingu believe in is making him an amazing person. Hey, he should carry on. Yes, beautiful. Now, speaking of that, something just came through. Say for some time there has been a little rift, tussle here and there between Domahine and Otumfuo. Otumfuo said to the second, right? Na Imwasa Peja Biu among other things. Asemu na Imwasa Peja here and there. You see, it has become a known truth. Everyone is trying to rule the other, right? Everyone. But when you look at it very well, since all of us emerge of the omnipotence, we all emerge of a very powerful source, a unit of the source. Will find it very, very difficult, challenging to try and rule over another. Now, when we begin to get the understanding, say we can't rule over, we can rule with ourselves. Some of these things wouldn't happen. And when we come to understand, say, power is not in your ability to drop atomic bombs, it's not in your ability to disrespect, it's not in your ability to suppress others. Power is in your ability to call forth the greater version of another. Oh, that you realize that so many people are just powerless. The power that you may assume so one is just measured in how you are able to use that to make other lives better. We wouldn't be according a unneeded respect based on the power some people hold. No. Because we know, say, the power that you have is measured as to how it is able to improve the lives of others. And we hear this tussle here and there. They channel those energies in making their subjects, in making the places that they rule over beautiful, better the people. That should be the evidence of your power. Now we're to my way. Well, it carries on. Said the Makano. I said it. Every encounter is an opportunity for you to discover a better version of you. So when you are in a place of power, in inverted commas, it is also to help you discover a better version of you. A better version of you that is able to help others unravel their potentials. As simple as that. Anyway, you find on to one when you share Francis for Olympics Copa minim ayi for no nkrofo na omo kudru ho na omayra no omo hu omo na omo kan kire you why yenuanom na omayra no yanchia Spain for na so of abodi or better join the papa of abodi hey ayasemu say of abodi minim say I try all other options ma esi nti enura nyuma ye boy no say MP no honorable no wenwu a nka be ha no pa na minim say odi kan bompa ye ma no eye fasting ma no so e ka sempa gu no so ana honorable anti wentie anya adwuma intelligence say udi e be boa and man the fast option there. I don't know of a body Pentecost nipa oh me refi cry say yetimi kwa sorry ekobompa yeku yatam for me boa na me sro me sabi say obakwa sorry na wabompa ya kye nyankopon senke bia wonku atamfo na wonyi watamfo mfiri ho ene so we be call spiritualist or traditional be a healer CB won say na odu obi a onim se bia on penasem efuto akọ say onyini mfiri ho no ensonsune be na wo ni mienu mu o wakọ asori se nyankopon ku atamfo ana obi nso akọ traditionalist be or spiritualist be ho say akwa we won pemasem yini firi ho mame but your difference be na wo the two why difference be na wo yo of abodi wudi no yanchia be ma bene why yanchia munak yanchia United Kingdom for abi me sort joint yanchia Ghana for why na champion karechi you know what you know and it returns beba na eba na watwam kakra why yanchia ejakosi buache so obe download Telegram no wetima aba I'm very certain say anyone be Brian to among kano the old squad no emu bebre no the means with which we used to run the show now Telegram no emu do na say Telegram and shedan kekwo mu yi. However, it is now gaining more weight. It's gaining more stance. So, it's also better download the Telegram no, so that he'll be able to join us as well. Yo, and Chiana Kanina Yafansha Buemwe, and the 31st of July, the last day in the month of July. You see, you drew your 7 months of the year. Hey, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, papa, yeah, cool. That all of life that has made it possible for us to reach this far. And Sana Mako Abbey, any of our boy, this no, and you know, say, will be say, Abbe Bob Papa, say, for the rest of the week, no, yeah, more, or yeah, more. Say, open say you're born for the rest of the year and so Brabeka, the Faka Crabra, you're born to be a why? No, it's just a gesture to show support. And yes, I charge you. The Kakra, you know that, yeah, I was wako party biasi. A trade DJ Nico, a trade DJ Nika. You know, DJ Nitim Bonum be now and ya Jehonsa, say, Mekai. When we go to such an event, try me carry you. I've been paid, right? Nemum, so to me, Bonum, no, schools to be a honor, sir, no, be a ba. Oh, that 10 years old, on them, John. It's just a gesture to show appreciation. That's all. It is obviously a bonum for the rest of the year. And also, why, Fabra, bra, and any America. You're money for the rest of the year, man. Why, you, Tianko, we will do. Remember, we will do kwesi swat ene monarch enyum ni nyina, right? Ye me ni nyina ene. TNT posterity. One more time. Ye ba ya abi boabo ho na ye mon komo fe. Kama. Ewo ene dwumedi so.
Nyasa
Big something.
What from? We keep on hiding behind peace since the 90s, pretending we going forward since the 90s. The truth is nobody really cares. I'll pray to me what they share the food. Moto mano na woko kodu, osrophobia na osrophabu. Yeah, you know. Sakwa, onkodi ya nimne de ya ya sumuno. Honorable wo ya kwan, we ni kotnanka ye ya kwan, wo se ye nko bisa ban no ya kwan. Siari betio da pro, ama bro. Siari betio da pro, ama bro. Siari betio da pro, ama bro. Honorable Nanika Mesa, Honorable Kwambe Mufemesa, and the Honorable Kaya Diasa, Antisisika so many media. Honorable Tisika so one in the Panu show only feature. Yes, Sandro Abattoir, Honorable Beppe, they will cry. Yes, the crow can't see me in Kosu. Honorable Befuku do Akoye campaign. Oh, cranny Sam, T-shirt, Nayamoka cra, and throw the football, one fan of crack a cra. To me, a bruni pansa, all we of one son, no one shed inside. I feel your honorable, no. I say honorable, feminine cra. Say now, honorable pressure, now to a jelly, no, a gun was your next feet. A croy so I are receiving no suit to your honorable. Choice. I was a pie, honorable choice. Austerity, assassin, bro. When the assassination more. Over Honida. We're from Janssen Foundation here, sick. Look at that, get the cement, classic.
Say Omano Sebe you send you or mindful a bra and a lecture. And one no, and one tinea yabahano. Said ye bear be whosa or brana was ye bo. Na Omano efa then to mapa ifra. Safinado were feeding out to her high A24 radio, Arabopa radio, and A24 radio GH, Facebook, dear, and let's say a hoy A24 radio stroke TV, YouTube, A24 radio. And X, Caneno Twitter at A24 Radio. The beautiful side, and say, radio dear, Yakasaba Akuso, Okasafaso, and Kanuana no. Name as we are advancing in technology, no. Said you may say, O Professor Society being one, or call your YouTube channel na A24 Radio, and I Facebook, A24 Radio stroke TV. A dao, Afibo forever. Until say wanna running the storage of YouTube and Facebook no way say there be ye free no it is there until whatever. So Ubitimasa TV. Subscribe to the channel and then Omodian say said yeah wuti ni no ebi ana oyonko bi ontimi ntie ni sampempensuo ya you can forward to oyonko no no so tie in their own convenient time. So together, we are helping ourselves to become better versions. Inti se niema ekoswa hano wani je ho a ya no wa share. What? Ya no wa share. Onko antena so ema onko anho nya odin. Onko anho ya odin na afoforo eni aho odin a the whole body is weak. Inti when you enjoy what is happening here, also ya share. What? Ya share. Sometimes we are unconsciously selfish. We are unconsciously acting not to promote the whole. Some of these things is just to draw attention to it. Inti boya share, I know say I share near my boy. Inti yafa weka ho na share ne yanko yenim kama. Questions what was it posterity? It will judge us. It's a matter of time. Of course. In a matter of time, we come to appreciate the things that we should have done differently. In a matter of time. It happens not just to politicians, to every one of us. And it's an opportunity for us to learn. And the posterity will judge us in a matter of time. And when you look at it very well, when you look at it very well, we made our own choices in whichever direction that we took. And truly, we judge ourselves. What I say, we make the choices unless you think there's another power aside the omnipotence, which would make it very, very questionable to refer to the omnipotence as omnipotence if there is another power aside it. That perhaps forced you to do whatever you think you did. Any blame game now, right? But when you come to appreciate, say, we make our own choices, we make our own decisions, we make our own selection as to which angle we should go at, then we now are the judges of our own. What I say? You, young Quahuman way. Abby, why you ready? Why you ready? Why you ready? Why you ready? Hey, my name say why you GTP review na wie dia. Abby, say what you mean can Bamaso.
Yeah, Papa Smiley. I drink this here.
Na Tete.
Charlie Onyemi.
Oyemi. Obonat, Hoyasa.
Abodan. Yes. Abodan. Dam means your mouth.
Nature say, I dare not say now can own taste no. Or the opera so for Bay Manasa.
Yeah, Abodan.
Aboda. Opeso udi no afu yama na uri mebi me kai me yonku bia emre bi atwam so menini kopie Germany right na ye ko Germany no oya na adwin so no de ono no obekọ akogina ni wo red light ni bi so eti baby ya
proper red light.
Yeah, proper red light pa. Yeah. Eti ye call ye no ye ko ne mu a ohun. Say ye ko ne mu no ye German no what Germany ho no na o move by UK e betena ha so ohun. Enti ni me ne call ho no wonim ho dada enti ne say ye call ho no de ma kofi fam wa fine. Enti ye call ba ku bi na ene ya brosan ohun. Say it was about 7 as I say. It's you know more you drew baby anos challenge me dear me quack enjoy you. So time them say €50 as I say.
Hey, that was a lot of money.
Sure. Na anangagas and go when you say. But don't say I dear betcha na quite say will be a 20 and I say I dear betcha na fe no be 20 crowd ya wada out me bi nti am 40 meter joint later no na omo ko na ja 20 crowd no wa na omo de nya bi di kofie o na mi tro no enti me yonko iwura mu na me say okay me dem see form enti me sane ba be dura se asa 2 minutes crowd ma na akwa na ba anam na no we yen sa na answer the man no aboda to ni bia wa kwese oku play romance bia
so you didn't have enough money.
Let's say na David and so David the point is say one ko hono so say ade no say it's different say bia you when your partner be and then you take your time to do it among other things so ne dia say and say about that you say one way or the other no person will fish keke o person will make keke me boa it we say no or person who sane no keke engineer 2 minutes now we and one
you people are wild. Me the nearest I've been to those places just go and do peep show, that's all.
The question mana e bi no and it's interesting say no so for bi so ko ho no mu also for be call hono say also ko hwe na eja or the abetche na sorry ma ask to said you we
forget about that man is no surprise baby.
Awe yanku enimu what yanku eni na
if you travel out of Ghana, these are some of the culture shock you know you encounter.
Of course
it's a big culture shock.
Correct.
You can't believe this thing is happening or could happen somewhere else, but here it's normal.
It's just,
go on. Yeah.
It's just one of the things. So it's just one of the things. You now I'm say and then the questions be yama be questions senkaja enka omumra na omuya no ma em say enu akwabena kan say be say your baby each years, right? Oma sum ayo omuda no. Yeah na politicians, they want to satisfy them. They say things just to make their ears sweet. Na nyese bi ade na on pese o muyo. That didn't sit here. Na kwabena beba na waba be chechire mu ama yen say as a Ghanaian. Or a corner of the NPP and send the free hoba. On one who say it is specifically for the itchy ears. When we hear those things, we say it's just for the itchy ears. So only itchy ear, and that's what you cry now. Okay, no problem. It's for the itchy ears, right? Into Baba now, our boy and come on. Anna say, I will see you, and so can say Minra, means out here, or say. If your actions or your inactions make others suffer, I'm just paraphrasing what he said. If your actions and your inactions make others suffer, their blood will be on your hands.
You pay for it.
You pay for it. And I'm a boy the science behind that. When we say, so unim science. Say I can't define science. What define the science?
I think I can only talk about science in terms of the method, the scientific method. Do you understand? Where you observe a phenomenon.
That's right.
You create a hypothesis. You investigate the hypothesis and come out with conclusions.
That's right. And one wakano. So
to refute or substantiate the evidence.
That's right. That's right. I would say so here the definition of science. I would say the systematic study of the structure and the behavior of the physical and the natural world through observation, experiment, and the testing of theories against evidence based. So enti ya kasa the science we piano why observation be so who say akwa we see ade we see so ye we no ye we ana we here no we so say ni see ana ba enti no ba ja na wa boy nkomo kama also to that effect. Na meaning say as to what I said concerning power no you may share a similar view. I say more or less your core philosophy I don't know ingrained within us from centuries years ago say more or less say obi be share so when someone so obi share so more or less na especially in times of slavery they are ruling over you or their power over you more or less is not to make you better they just want to take whatever they want out of you, and then when the time is due they are out of the scene. When we go through such processes along the way now it becomes ingrained within us to say power is to suppress. So power is to throw you out.
Yeah, but let me ask something, then you continue. You see, it is said that those who control the past still want to control the present.
Of course.
Do you understand? That is the power thing you are talking about. If you look at some of the problems going in the world, those who were controlling the past, they still want to control the present.
Of course.
You understand? You have to fight hard like the Chinese have done to turn things around. Otherwise, they will suppress you every day. the way they still want to be in charge when they shouldn't. You go on.
And see, said you all kind the suppressor and the suppressee. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If
you want to go to look that way.
They need reprogramming us to their core philosophies. So that they will come to the understanding that they are not suppressing They know, you know, that is not how it should be. And then when I also get a chance to be in a place of power, I don't have to repeat what he did. But many a time, you know, the suppressed, you know, when they also get power, because they've been through that unity, you know. Now, also they would want to suppress
want to
abuse other people. Now say, we have the DNA of generations within us, right? We have the DNA of generations within us. In some of these things, you know, when you don't sit down and you process very well, and then you get the person to come to look at it from a different angle, give it a different interpretation. The last thing I will say, when you
let me ask you one question before you go on. You made mention of DNA of generations. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario. Giving Kwame Nkrumah's DNA and Akufo-Addo's DNA, which one do you want that to keep?
Abe.
You say to keep DNA sinners. Hey, you go.
Well, the last thing that I'll also say concerning the issue of when you come to embrace is the fact that every encounter, every scenario is an invitation to unravel a better version of you. You choose a different interpretation as to whatever happens to you. That is a philosophy. Perhaps I put across. Do you think when we work ourselves so that it becomes a core philosophy for our being? Abi boy nkomo kakra. Why?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, you've highlighted on a lot of things. I think I'll start with the first one. I think the first one is about you said Kwabran said something.
Ichi yes.
Ichi yes. Which means, and he said something to in addition yesterday. But personally, Ichi yes doesn't mean you should lie to the vulnerable. That is exactly what they are doing. Somebody like me, of course, I don't have an itchy here. Because whatever you tell me, I can decipher whatever you tell me and understand it. Probably more than you were saying. But Pastor, before I go on, look, if you sit behind either Google or anywhere you can find this word, it's the same thing, two words, but they all the same thing. Partycracy. Partycracy. And partitocracy. Patitoracy.
Oh, by some can say and I said,
please, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
and you read that, yeah.
Okay, so medical can partycracy, so
yeah.
Partycracy. Oh, I don't know if I ecosystem. Or say, partycracy is a political simulation game where the player takes on the role of a political party in a fictional nation. Players propose and vote on legislation, form cabinet, determine economic policy, and join international treaties as they compete for the votes with other political parties in their nation. The opinions of voters in each nation is measured on a wide variety of opinions, meaning every region and every nation is unique and constantly changing.
Read the other one.
Okay, and partitocracy, yeah.
Partitocracy, yeah.
Partitocracy, okay.
Yeah.
Party to Krasi.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I got it here. Partitocracy, or say, also known as part, particracy. Say the same thing, or not?
Exactly. But you read the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a form of government in which the political parties are the primary basis of rule rather than citizens or individual politicians.
Exactly. Stop there.
Okay, I've stopped.
So you understand based on this that we are not practicing democracy.
Of course.
We are not. The exact description of what you are doing is what you last read. Partitocracy. That is all what we are doing. So when Bawumia goes to say anything, or when the party followers wake up, everything they do is in respect of their party. National agenda, nothing is not their concern. How to enhance or propagate their party is to them what matters. So to him, he has to satisfy the conditions, requirements of his party. That is why some of them are now waking up. Kweku Kwatin, if you listen to what the interview he gave and so on, he said we have to make nationalism a priority rather than partisanship, rather than political party issues. He's been with the party. You know, at some point when Ken Ofori-Atta was sacked, they wanted to make him the finance minister. Do you understand? I knew he would not be cut for the job anyway. Do you understand? So it's like these people know what they are doing, but they just want to lie just to get power and to enhance the agenda of the party, no agenda of the state. Because about what these itchy ears they are saying. Papa Smalley, because of itchy ears, because you want people to hear what they expect to hear, you come and lie. That I will use stones to pave a road so that the people will vote for me. Just talk to them like that. When I come and I don't do it, it's nothing. I will give you a mobile phone because everybody wants a mobile phone just to vote for me. So when you vote for me and I come, I don't have mobile phone. You can even come and tell us I'm not a manufacturer of mobile phones. I don't even just to Papa Smalley is so pathetic. And people are supporting this sort of, let me be charitable, maybe this afternoon. Do you understand? They lied the same way. All what Akufo-Addo and his people told us, they never had any single plan out of it. Do you understand? They just felt like this is what the people want to hear. So let's tell them so that they will vote for us. Papa Smalley, you've been in the UK, you've traveled, which country? Or, UK, Europe, and so on. The level of support farmers get, or the districts or local authorities get. Have you ever seen it somewhere that they are on display anyhow? That labor or conservative has brought tractors. Have you seen it or heard anywhere like that? So they've assembled tractors at Independence Square just to show off that this is what the party is giving. Come on! The money isn't the party's money. You understand? All these districts and so on, there are different terrains. So what criteria did they use to go and buy all these tractors? You go and buy some farming equipment, then you come and assemble it in Accra. Maybe Accra people don't need that type of tractor. We are supposed to put people in charge who can decide what they need. But for political expediency, they've gone to, and this one, somebody will chop money out of it. So Papa Smile, you see, our part of the world, people use words just for people to know that, oh, yeah, these people do understand English or can. Papa Smile, value for money is not what they are doing. You don't go and put tractors somewhere and say, hey, it's value for money. No. What they are doing, to me, this is what they are doing, especially this tractor thing, doesn't meet the value for money test. Not at all. But political sycophants, political fanatics, political, I don't know, to them, is the best which can happen to Ghana. Then they will be mentioning Akufo-Addo's name. Then he will also be walking like, Kim Il-sung. You know him? That's why you know Kim Il-sung. Kim Il-sung.
Son, honorary South and North.
North Korea.
North Korea, okay. All right.
Yeah. The father of the nation. Then Akufo-Addo will be walking like that, like Kim Il-sung. Papa Smile. We are like jokers. Do you understand? It's what we are doing. We are not serving. People are doing these things for interest.
That is why I spoke about the core philosophy. When we come to understand the purpose of power, it will change so many dynamics for us. And what made us to have the current understanding of power, and also we have to dive deep a little bit to understand. That is that in that way we will be able to support ourselves to develop a new core philosophy. When we come to understand, say things don't happen in vacuum. Things don't happen in vacuum. It helps us to be able to address issues right from how it started, or perhaps along the way, so we'll be able to get a much deeper understanding and a proper solution going forward. Because Abi, truly speaking,
Papa Smile, we are not addressed. Okay, let me give you another scenario. That chief in the Brown Afro region, Dumanasi or something.
Domahine.
No, Domahine, the other one.
But now, what say what may develop on the crew, maybe what? Okay.
Papa Smile, giving that chief, Mbaumia, who would you go?
Abi, that chief is doing very well, Mom. He's doing very well.
Yes, I mean the Latin people in Latin, there is something es nihilo fit. Out of nothing comes something. This man, this chief, we don't pay tax to him. His access to even loans will be very limited compared to the government of Ghana. I mean, the little resources the man has. Look at what he has done. Do you understand? Look at him, what he has done. So, Papa Smile, if you just oppose that to a whole government or a whole president who has got all the resources of Ghana at stake, and he cannot even do one thing this man has done. Imagine if this man is given a bigger platform, what could he have done? Do you understand? Papa Smile, that man, the chief or Nkosu Ohene or something they call him, is somebody we can describe as a visionary. Do you understand? When visionaries normally only don't bring novel things, but something which people may think is not possible, you bring it into fruition. Do you understand? Compared to somebody like Bawumia, Akufo-Addo, and so they have all the resources. We pay taxes to them. They have all the monies. They can even use the name of Ghana to go and take loans to do better things. But they have not done a single thing this man has done. Even a small community. If you find a ratio of resources that man has compared to what Akufo-Addo and his people is incomparable. So he has created a bigger impact than the whole government. Then people will be supporting, people will be hailing Akufo-Addo. Look what has he done? Just oppose that to what this chief has done. A whole community. And like I was talking to you the last time, I hope this man, because he's created a lot of opportunity for himself and the community. I think they can escalate this. They can use their community as a model to approach other chiefs and help them to do things like that. I've always been saying we need like a benchmark model. This man has set the benchmark model for all our communities. And it is up to them. If I should have access to this man and so on, we can escalate this thing to a different level. You can use it, start with even the Brown Afro region alone. Approach the communities, approach the chiefs and say, hey, come on, we can do it. And it will create jobs for the people locally. But as well, you see, the next step for this chief, the next step for this chief is to try nationally to win companies to that region. Because that will create jobs for the people. That will attract, in this part of the world, let's say London alone. London has got how many? About 20-something boroughs. Do you understand? Everybody is trying to develop its borough so that more companies will come there to come and do business sites. There are offices, head offices there. Because they know when they do that, the government and the local authorities' revenue will increase. People will come and stay there. They will pay taxes. So the activity in that locality, in that borough, will increase, and they will have money. Do you understand? That is what most of them are doing. I think one of the richest boroughs in London is Westminster, because they have a lot of businesses, so people want to take some of the companies away from them. They will do their area nice so that others can come there. That's exactly what this man has started. So I'm sure if he's got advisors, they should try and expand this thing. And a place like that, when I go to Ghana, I wouldn't mind going to stay at that place. You understand? Papa Smiley, did this chief just say things for itchy ears? Did you hear this man say things just to lie, to deceive his people?
They call philosophy different.
Papa Smiley, what Bawumia is doing is lying, isn't it?
Of course.
So maybe that is his philosophy.
I understand the philosophy, no.
To lie people. To tell them what you want to hear.
Abi.
No, don't tell me the philosophy then. Tell me the philosophy.
So na say obi and America no obi a wone de. Obi a wone de. So some people
Professor Jambafo, the economic management team, all these were lies. So that is his philosophy, you see? He was saying this thing for people's itchy ears to hear.
And you see the bigger problem no is to do with the people with the itchy ears no, right? That is where the big problem is, because market will there's market for itchy stuff, and that is where the big problem lies.
Papa Smiley, you see, yesterday I was trying to, you see, leadership is about the future. You understand? Leadership
and no, you're from what core philosophy, maybe.
No, it's not from. Leadership is about the future in the sense that when you are made a leader, the people you lead expect you to lead them to a better destination. That is what this chief. That is what this chief.
Abi, this time I can say it's your core philosophy, because you see, if truly if truly
Mm.
sycophants among the rest
Mm. Mm.
were to work with the philosophy, say leaders as to lead them to a better version of themselves, I thought they will stop being sycophants. So sir, because they would then know, say the very ones they are appointing figures as their leaders, no, they are not doing the job very well. Maybe what? And you know, and I just
yeah, that can happen. That can happen if the sycophant himself or herself knows that, oh, this particular person coming to lead us, we expect him to lead us to a better place.
And American, when they get to know that then they will also take their decisions and this person I'm fighting for, I'm always, at the forefront defending. No, it's not actually doing the job. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but when you are a sycophant, everything the person, your hero, you understand? Everything your hero does is you are appreciative to you. So whether that hero is taking you into a ditch, you like it. Papa Smiley, have you seen court leaders? Shoko Asahara, you know him?
Dabi, no.
Go when you finish, go and search Shoko Asahara, a Japanese court leader. This man was sitting in an armchair. This man managed to lure all his people and go and do took the Japanese underground thing and put gas, kill all of them. He didn't die. Do you understand? No.
Now our his is here.
Japan, I think they sentenced him or something. Papa Smiley, you see, so when you are a sycophant, everything your hero does is okay for you, because your sense of thinking, your sense of reasoning is all given to the leader. So whether the person is leading you into a ditch or anything, to you it's okay. You are just following him. You just appreciate. Papa Smiley, in our real life, when you admire somebody, everything the person does is nice to you. You have a hero, don't you? Papa Smiley.
Yeah, Abi.
Yeah, you have a hero. We all have people.
Of course. It means we're heroes.
Everybody. Even Warren Buffett, he's got a hero. You know of Warren Buffett's hero? His mentor. You know him?
Why?
You know Warren Buffett?
The mentor Kwame Nkrumah.
No. His name is called Charlie Munger.
Okay. All right.
Do you understand? So everybody, depending on your level, you have, so you cannot question your mentor, you cannot question your hero. Everything the person does is fine. So if you are following Bawumia and Mami Stianu like a child, like a doll, you find it so beautiful, so nice. Do you understand? So if he is fooling and you still find him to be nice, then you can question him or her. So that is where we are now. Because most of the things these people are saying, you see, it is only when the speck removes from your eyes, like it has removed from Kwatin's eyes, that you can see that, hey, we are going to a ditch. Because he's saying he cannot leave the state of Ghana now to his children. We have been saying this thing for years. Now the speck has removed from his eyes. Do you understand? So, those people who are seeing these thieves, these wicked people, these greedy people as heroes, they can continue. Anyway, but the second issue, let me address a bit of the second issue. But this a word to the wise. Hello, Papa Smiley here. Hello?
Yeah, Abi.
Yeah, you said the second issue, the second question was what?
About the second question was the science behind
Say, if your actions and then your inactions put someone in a place of jeopardy among the rest, the blood will be on your hands. And then the last one here, the definition of power, it's put them all together. Why?
I think the power issue they have addressed some of them. Yeah. Papa Smiley, you see what Akwesi idea was. This is where there be a bit of inconsistency or controversy. Papa Smiley, when you do something out of maybe negligence or ignorance or lack of information and so on, sometimes it's a bit, I would say, pardonable or a bit acceptable. But where you do it intentionally, like we are seeing in a part of the world, you see, they are doing it because, one, they don't care about the consequence of their actions. Simply because they see it as an opportunity to do what they want, to get what they want. So in that case, we will not say it's ignorance. Do you understand? They are deliberately doing it. And I believe, Papa Smile, I believe in the fact that whatever we do on this earth, whether it is good or not, this one I believe it. We will get the results one way or the other, either in a direct form or in an indirect form. This one, I believe that. I don't need to be spiritual or whatever to, but I believe based on one or two instances I've come across. Do you understand? And you can see that these people do this because they feel like that is the only opportunity, that's the only time they can get the opportunity to do that. Because I feel if you improve the environment you are in, you don't think of hoarding anything. So that in future, if I don't get it anymore, then of course I'm covered. But that is what the people back home, those who claim to be leading us, are doing. So in the process, they don't care whether how many people die in that circumstance. You understand? I told you about some time ago here that when I was growing up, those days, when I saw a forest, proper forest being cleared, I get worried. I get worried in the sense that, so this nice forest, we can't see it again, we can't have it again. You know, I feel worried.
Abi, for another na me say me brand cry ko me refi cry say na me content no. For another na ya ma prince ne o ha kwa memra.
Yeah, so that is the thing. People, they do this is because to them, that's the only opportunity. Contrasting that to what Oyibo does. You see, Papa Smiley, when you live wherever you are in Ebrochiri here, and you go back to Ghana, if you come 2-3 years, you see a better environment. But if you do the same thing in our part of the world, by the time you go back, it's a deteriorated environment. Like we go and see now.
And also, obviously, dependent on the area that you go, Anna.
Which area?
Oh, send you quite easily gone in those areas now.
Papa Smiley. You people crap that easily gone. I don't see what you people. Papa Smiley, look. When I came to Europe first, the first time I went to Ghana was 5 years. 5 years that I went to Ghana. I went to airport residential area. Look at this residential. When I reached that, I said, so this residential airport residential, is that all? Is that all? There was nothing residential there. Me, when I go to Ghana, I go to Lagos, I don't see any extraordinary thing there. I don't see anything. That's why let somebody come.
Yo, Abe, Anna Martin and Canum say our bonkomo extensively. A bonkomo pa Yama Bombardier Emre. Say was sending me article binim so I can one seminar there. Oh yeah, Yako of a kwame. So Bombardier, Otimin can. That's why I ready there. Young boy, and I minko of a kwame so. And say me ko fa kwame so ansa na Bombardier aba. Into of a kwame. Otimin can Bamaso.
I drink you.
Now, of a kwame pom to say,
Adam.
sweet stuff. Francis say, be a come out.
France, and then the weather no cool down cranty is okay.
I see. And offer France no what the best or Ale.
We will come on names them nothing and I may bet you maybe 30.
And there's what about 42 years on.
If you umpa.
I forgot now say.
Davina me pa me birthday nominee anniversary nominee who count 2 days no me and come up bravo.
There you send them. We are just checking back until what the bear 42 years of France.
Meet me precise, but me say 40 years. My trada dada.
I see.
Me buy na just card na newo. Just card the free horn mona mitron buy. And changes about through summary Macron abefa kunyano. Anti matremache.
I see.
Na politics and so I don't know. I became me mission time the babu chini say me be hwe e kwani a wo mo so si na yen de da yen na failure so. And I was concerned about their successes, any woman weaknesses. And me mehubi, and I mehu a quania, ye bit me a fast way, bit me a jitre.
I see.
But only say, Ghana for Yenia son. Copnat,
You, Kwame, that was just by the way, at the whole we will talk about your 42-year experience or 40-year experience in France and that from now I can't answer and there questions and answers. Them say mebusa be questions a few. It's part of assignments I demand and we are numbi. But we can still contemplate on it and when they come they can add their bit. Say and now kwabna can simbi. Say and simbi honoma yana is for the itchy ears. Oh. And we told him say Omra as a Ghanaian who is in the corner of the NPP. Normally you and some na a free sa corner na a yes certainly for itchy ears. Oh Omra me who as a Ghanaian, not as MPP support.
Na comrade Eden who as a Ghanaian.
Oh that be Anna means me who as a Ghanaian. He's a Ghanaian.
But we're a partisan.
David.
And you want to a partisan, yeah. No, na. You share home. Ye weak, Abikayo, your weakness in this. Ye nyaka say, oh, ye modela. It says here the over 2 skills or near analyze weaknesses in the good side, you know. Once our ye idiot, or ye modern idiot, the way be is acceptable. When him say Christianity, we are hook up, Christ. yɛnhu ne ho fault biaa bɛde wowura mu a wobɛnya bi ade awɔ no I believe in objectivity. So,
okay.
And common sense is strong. And at the end, so we don't have to encourage it in any way because nipa problem is a be bonny free wiasi. See ye bonny free wiasi a paradise.
Now bonny there. Sir, bonny there. Now the bit me free wiasi.
Why not?
Na yetimi bro. See yetimi yi boni free wiase a. Say nka ne enkom se Yesu boni ewu nka yi boni free wiase o.
Oh, there be no there master.
You see when you look at life very well, life is thriving because there is that element of the label evil in this world. Na the entire me kasa ne say answer when someone is after you obi di wachi a yesi de opamo no emre ya unya emriketu ya kasa asem no enti because of the constant evil na cause no we devise ways to be able to either outwit them or move further. Enti say ohwa to say in the area of surveillance say edin say nja wanka wakoto bibi wa build property bi na akronfo eba bewia. Because of that, we have devised ways with which we'll be able to protect ourselves. It ignited some level of intelligence or creativity within us. The bottom line, and I say, because of the ills within the society, we are constantly seeking to improve upon ourselves. That is also another way of looking at it. Because okay. So okay, we are seeing okay, yin someone BBF. Oh, I heard we are so boring.
Boring.
I'm telling you.
Oh no, I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
The good side of yeah. Funny say ye focus on who say ye eliminate that wrongdoing free wiasi without compromise. Ebini case ye see me platform issue ya abrante no or the politics eba ho. Ya ka cho say ye nye politics wa. Change now is my politics. So now or no chance or a old member and into or say your money constitution. Now say no. Say I quite need dear. Nitiatiane say yen here bonnet dear. Yen focus on a eliminate brony a free system. That's all. That's all. Won't any pakra or ye. Bonino na ye fighting no. Sa akufado what was saying we must tell him say yenim so creative. And he want me mess up with the issue. Also by teaching your mind. But at dear your life with not so no issue. Also what's your friends say want me sir. So just right away now mo unyeni pa obetumi about this society. And to send you panuano your money 3 hours near ye jane kwan no ko ne baby. He doesn't fit for the job. Sana ni ye baby. So uko here uko Islamic countries no na uko bokro no ni yesu omu a. Person you create me judge you on the spot. Ube transfer. Until uko bokro no a uko bo at your own risk. So enti yenye adwene say yi boni efri ho. Ya ye benya nkrofo a omo ye adventurous. But ye so mu a wonim say ye so mu a owie ya no. Enti na che say ukoye a na so onua bi hu a yo be careful ye chiwa won sa mefi eno na ye fight boni na ye obi aye boni na afi na yakofa lawyer me cry the main tiase cry they say ye chire confor red-handed obi si me ba be defending no. What do you mean? Obi defending no saying Yes, a lawyer for no Yamomo can say, woman say my woman say oh mine. The one ye bonia we yachin or so ye bonny while we is cano. Near Sarcophan lawyer. And also now ye do who caught a conia bassa near broker. No, I didn't ye clear. Obo Annie, because dear Mikonya, already at as I say, Wakoto or Hinasasi, and a friend is saying. It drew say ye busa manuasem. Because we and a bass will read so becanas nanuasem. As a walk can say, with the case now, my lawyer. A while now, judging was suspended case, say, Uncle Fanny lawyer. Wait, I said, where I said, at the end, your boo baby said, so what I see a crap to know. Now, this is now kuhunu. That's what me and ya. Uber 20 neck canine. They canine. But mea, ubinya healing, no. Emma was I were regaining nine. Yeniao, Mr. Boneno, Yenian, so. Yenia, na Bible dear cry, dear me pacho, what dear me pacho. Ya me cry, the fighting bonia. Immediately, ambassador. You see, ambassador bar, or was he a free BB, a friend say, a friend is saying, grace theology. Grace theology. Say, will be a bonia. Your man is second chance. Ah, now, woman is second chance, and third chance, the other will be denied, third chance.
Yana, ye momu. The second chance to do what? So omunya bonini bi ana say omu nsua de.
According to any crowd, any pakra offending on no crowd. He doesn't come in. Would a bompa ye last second chance free ya meho. Now we are somewhere ye catching nipa.
Into who you say obi a bonia de na nkenya no.
Why you me bonnet? What admit is why you bonnet dear may share a redress. Say what say what we are mere. Pay back. Now what is the time no? What he was doing is say, you multiply no by 5. So it is what you are going to pay 5 times the value of that thing.
Now what was it working?
It was working. Now, Mammy Ganto, you for no. Yana Christians, almost so Christianity or just even run when you may be. But you for no yet so disciplined, say. You confidence when you move into investing on in more one slow. So, because why? Because you almost system no justice. And a friend is saying, trustworthy. I think one would body or society no. And in your uncle Junior or slow no, or you want me a business I won't slow no. But Yano dear, would your man on no crano? Na acquire manson. Just one person chose away a quasia or boo quasia. Ghana for pa said the one who fear for crack. Africa, they do say. Wow, I could invest or no, walk around here, we target a pay will eliminate you a free system. What is this?
You,
my chair.
Yati, over Kwame. Say, and some cry young coming in you, but also the now, Wabba can't come on. Okay, it's good. Memoir who miss Waha. Now, Mema of a chum, Emrem. So, Bombardier say perhaps. Bombardier say he may be able to step in a little bit for us before BB returning to God's word. We hope, fingers crossed, in the next 20 minutes, Bombardier will be available to take over. Into Yama of a chum, a quiet on of a chum, so what him can Bamaso. Now, of a boko dear. Over. I'm say of our switchy device, no. So, Obetuma switch your device now.
Yeah, nyame me hu ye. Yeah.
Okay, all right then. Now offer. On say question me be see me trim and now how much I'm so be see me trim who asem the
hold on, my man sister
device no.
I'm so wait, my so where iPad is giving me some problem. They call iPhone. So please 1 second.
You offer chum no or a device man. Of a jum there,
I feel like I'm so we cry.
Of a
buy now of Kwame Nekas. I want to be person me tea no mat tea up my sister. You know cry broken. It is all Busan say about France. What did say? What the call run about and name bubu keeps me breathe still why answer question. I'm papa with them. What's that?
Oh, I say. No celebrity birthday in I say lose tracks. I know person today.
I said, what boy, just say, Obi at Sebi. What 1 year fraternity, what school, what could we name woman or such not or can't. What question was not in fact birthday the arm. A year in fear saying, do say duration when was your friend. That is got nothing to do with birthday. Me Ubusami da, me better. The bar straight. Let me amount. I have straight. And you feel a meaning a capra 2 years. Full stop. What did it start to find it? Birthday. That's just a nice way of telling you, say, obviously, you are not Chiawa. Or the one,
me to a point, I say, but offer from where I stand and all. I try to gain a deeper understanding as to so many things because obi wo ho no ma obebusa ne say and nyo fa kwame asem na make ho obebusa ne say oba abrochire wadi mfie say now bia na nipa na obebusa ne sa question within him or her no or her years bia wadi ewo ekura akoso and or her how his life has unfolded ohuno ho se bia oye a failure, right? Enti nipa bi sa no on ma openly and can't say oh me did not say among other things. Me no fa kwame asem na make on nemum. I'm just giving you possible scenarios. Now obi a o feel say he's been quite successful based on whatever standards are or no set here for him or herself. Ubusana and anything say obeka say oh I've been here this number of years. Now that aside, you know, obinsu or honma truly we are no or Joe Biden case nibi on tankai nema ya density na intino and also ewo honum, right? But
okra also box run about you Biden dey have the money we are successful you know in camera but me tia say panananka so I say we don't have all day all time we say buy all platforms here doors and we stand so buy say also papa we dey in here me transport simple one cancer what will be almost
there you also okay say here also okay say here say of a tune
we be say sure what say what bring the other angles we are not and no crying come man say okay what the birthday be mu na dia you know na I acabedez abese na aye too long who say what na long oh no aye long me feel say no cry so e ba ko pe and no abusa no what this say we say oh papa ne program we yanka we me ba ha nra ehia yanko yani tiawa
sananka open no
abemu na du kwa so am the theories be ba ani nyina na ehia so be ka simple wo busa no we di fie say wo ba bia wo no oh no we di ehia mo me yan discuss social issues so tiawa end of the story
of kwame obetima wonderful script writer and so obetima actual script say uko senior unim say de tie bia killer no bewu ana unim say de tie bia unim say de tie bia Jack no be ku killer no but wo mo twan ya bi wo ha 2 hours ansa na ku killer no meboa
Penti na mka so what ko mu a baby.
And so what now here.
I'm say original question kwana. I'm say woni bisa abeji kaka and ko wen nyamre.
And send ja and no enti no. Said
ya pa no. Me ba so ka na bisa be. What ni nyina no of akwa me di oye enti we nyamre of akwa me enti a answer in your doors enti.
You no why?
You can say what you wom. Na ki afa na sa wo so what you wom me ti ase.
I see.
Come me to run me
just briefly of a chum per your experience no edi ana obi pepper so be can how long they've been away from Ghana edi intra
ebi na wo kan wo kran so what the sa question dey mama dey wa wo the answer obi o ho a o say what the o kan ni na part of it or na ni nyina me dey anam fi say obi busa wa nka ye ni aye ho say the platform we sitie dey ye nyina ye ni we ho say ye nyina fi Ghana na ya ba nti say obusa wa enye boni bi anta ekiri nti me ba sei me ba nura chi me ba china tiawa nanka yakoye ni nti we decided say on can nti na me say pushing bi nanka say jai man wo
em say me pe na mabusa wo me can reason ni bi wo say maka bi dey but me pe say me hu what are some of the possible reasons to you and yeah other some people may not want to share how long they've been away.
Well, me no be me because me the baby amako bi baby see a busa question but me make me answer I can speak about me myself obi there me obi are the reason me nka.
No, okay. All right.
Again, back bi am the far let me say nansen no tete hone de na obi a e ba bruchira e two routes what the elupri and also the steamer ship. JB Dankwa Buzi anom ne Kwame Nkrumah nyom the ship and the kwa bruchi. But nansen no be fufuro abeka ho a ya ese me mate me hu bi da mate. Ese nkrofon bi ye na ikro for ga ebinom efri se Kumasi o se bron wo mo fa fo ma kopie Burkina Faso ni ya trotro aso a ho benya car e de wakowura em se dabre Niger ho ba bi Agadez na from mate story ni bi and then but who be o TV so na we are no wakopie Libya na afi aye crossing no me hu bi a ships nipa ni pi say Ghana for any Nigeria for ewu wo Mediterranean no it runs into several thousands so that's another angle yeah that is a new but tihono me fan say me time any other people stand there na sa ade no na eni ho na two safe routes either say with the ship and I say plane tiawa just two routes because we are seeing it na camera is abuchi baby akra na you just needed a passport and a ticket now visa sim the nansen no yeah your visa abemu no ama are difficult for people and then people are becoming more adventurous so unam Ghana na kopie Burkina kopie Niger dia na kopie who's a visa sim be anymore na yeti ama then so no the price you pay crossing the channel no can so visa new from Tripoli to Malta ni one ship no visa new then so you do baby na a capsize then you pay say be a 50 100 no munyina makọ share airport that's Mediterranean no because of adie ba ko pe visa nti so abra say so visa no wo try the year na wunya wo try no premu say wo ko UK bia wo kofa 6 hours cream non-stop direct flight cream you go see Charles de Gaulle airport and Heathrow airport Gatwick airport obianu the safest route transport aeroplane that's the safest wouldn't be 6 hours 30 minutes what's the form but I'm saying nipa far from adventurism no a bread womb dehydration heat you see because woman ko wo Mediterranean no a kwa desert na so because nsuo ni ho nipa wo dehydrate a wuntimi yare wuntimi nye bibia wonko toilet wo be di gari na be say 1 month na wonko just it's na ebi wu before even they get to Libya asana ship also akọ dump wo Mediterranean so I am very bad sad very bad and very sad abra elu prayer me no be a team that be the last time what you say passenger plane kwa ahia say na be it doesn't happen. It's the safest tool of traveling is by plane or by ship na ɛfam no a nipa bi fa deɛ ewu owo mu ne brɛ no ɛdɔɔso sɛ wotumi duro Libya koraa no a na kyerɛ sɛ wabrɛ kyerɛ sɛ wona bɛyɛ pɛ sɛ bosome anane akyiri na wonam fam kaa mu desert anwea kɔ ohwene mu no bath no toilet no water no ɛnyɛ na sɛ ɛpo no saa capsize dingi no na hwie ogu Mediterranean Sea no mu a masa me bibi na me tibia na me yama she me say, oh, why are human beings going through all of this?
Yeah, hajune.
Yeah. I've seen a few on BB's that me say, jeez, and kola and man babies what time do for an woman na yakoshe eponase e Mediterranean Sea na baby and so who quantify. I mean, I'm talking about thousands of people, human beings, Ghanaians and Nigerians. Abra Canino, and I make me so American. The safest means of traveling is by ship or by plane. The last I would is a plane, passenger plane party. I require that. What TV that all your life you're not doing now? If to them be a plane to you to get British with about safe. That's our quarter.
Say, offer when some people think say, the option. Or the what is required for them to be able to travel by the safest means, it means it's not available. They try to improvise. So
I'm used to the word adventurous.
Yeah, and say I don't think it's only for adventure. Because say adventure be on my of a dream. Nadia obey Anna.
If I have to, that's BBS that it means.
It's not. When people feel say what it takes for them to be able to use the safest means is not there, and still they want to move, they want to get out.
Yeah, just a common sense also say would you what for what could be Libya? Yes, crossing the Mediterranean. Yeah, wouldn't say safety. Anya ship just a dingy what it any where will be by yana a dingy and to left or right from winning animal question upon us. Maybe what you common sense say no, I won't try it.
You won't try it.
Maybe and make can say
okay. I see. You over you.
Ship there and it's a house floating. I said across my France across the sea. One. It's safe. It's a hotel, a floating hotel. There are safety nets. Now, dingy the crossing park for Spain, Italy, Massa. Wait, a tentacle left and then you know, you Mediterranean. We never be a crowd. And yet,
you over. Thank you. Now, with a question, I'm person. Me dema na ka ho asem kitu bia nsa na mako bombardier so na ja waso mama me no what or say what reason do you give yourself so not to stop doing good? Na say reason be na wo de man ho a boa say enunti you wouldn't stop doing good. Over. Oh. Over. Okay, all right. So, man is aswaha. Okay. Over. June.
Yeah, well, cause you know, yeah. What reason?
What reason do you give yourself not to stop doing good?
Difficult, but it's a million.
What I mean? And by force.
Oh, and yet, I'm for so.
That's right.
SM can be a medicine grana, mecana.
Yeah.
Will be so the cana a correct and a machine if we macro.
Okay, all right.
So, reason, okay, yes. In order not to do good, you know, sometimes be a why reason.
Question in you was say, what reason do you give yourself not to stop doing good?
Oh, so you have to and with me, mommy, who reason be I'm curious, they're doing good. They make me a young quad, yeah, just a bit to me, and they're me.
Okay.
Because it's satisfying. We are papa. When you we are papa, ma obi a winning more. So we need the pakro. Sometimes we goes the Abia. Yenamu say, and I was in the big crowd to be under. I need 1 week crowd. Naminam Sakumo no ha na. I signed the Jeff. Normally I don't give them. But collab back. Now we share no me. Oh, I call in the Hiana Menai. Me 5 CD note blue no na me de emano. So say onye na the other to be say watch you say cocoa. And the cocoa no crowd say only 5 cds out me to be can like 1 cd me dey ohia be 5 until me the man. Until yes, I know I did not think about it. I know I said me no. Na or street get free. Papa be odi manim. Papa na money be. Me drew me so I'm say oje. Na me yi 5 for no crowd na me say oje. Na me man 5 cds say onye. So on impulse, man, you know, I call you here, come dinner. She, Miss Onye, now or find the other best, the boy crap. So I said, reason they meet me in being control. I did be say, meet me, I yet yard my ye. Say, meet me yesterday, and there, when see another thing, say, meet me, say, Kutes can, and then could be, and I'm so on impulse, man, think crap about it, no answer, because you need money. Human beings, your needs and consumption. If you say a common, you know, we not fight for all the better cocoa BAD, no panel. See, this is one. So, if I have to give a reason, this is it. Yeah, minimum say.
You're satisfying to do good. Yes, sir.
I think another human being. I just say one of the circumstances, no, only be into that's a mimi will be. Oh, here I didn't switch up until say would be a tremor. Now I say, well, trainers, that's all man be. Now, what now, Papa be demon, Papa na money be. Mammy, who's our parent so, and you made a man be could tell me 1 year. Not down the man. One shot a crab, I mean, say, oh, yes, can I just handed 5 city notes, blue, no demand. So
all right. Thank you very much,
Sure.
Offer
Thank you,
Chumberma, for letting us know. Say, because of the priceless satisfaction, and the priceless satisfaction, me boy.
That's right, precisely.
Nti o hokra na kai say papa ye bia fa omu aboa wo bia it makes you feel good within yourself. Yes sir.
I very good. Say human beings. That's what I wouldn't really back crowd there. I very good, more endearing. That's why we need the crowd. So I been in this Akoya mission Sakumo Estate Junction Horn. Minimum. But what you always risk? It should be could can be. Papa be a son who am I'm so made a man. Now, I didn't want to make it mean personally Akabedeza long be a come I the Bible quite say good Samaritan. So sometimes Samaritan work and also a good Nanko Poka he beat me a yenye.
That's right.
And I mean person call me long until be and I say well go through that angle say why Samaritan work. Oh here 5 cities to be given a boy so that day if you had a bread you will be at least will be cocoa kakrebi ano a survivor so a survivor because I'm trepa me kai titi obi pa me call Hamburg first that's sorry there who wouldn't you see me quabruti first some of my London fair me could see Hamburg so that time na Hamburg was a madam for me corner wa me share me tea me free me play you could see Düsseldorf na me far train Düsseldorf to Hamburg Habanov now me who be a me that Habanov for by 3 days na me da bench so what they will say live at 24/7 they come to me na me call shops no a Monkeybeck Strasse Steven Platz now my point is some men take us at Coca-Cola bottle kakaka no see we say yeah me this one can me see man can yeah na bread let me see how bread me cup and no one cook go so by 3 days na me call me empty me bowels so me tia na matia me want to bench no so Hamburg train station na the third day and sana alatani bi ehu me no me the address no me cotran no chair no say baby am want no address the kwa this is me for taxi what them who say say BMW ni Benz car pa the taxi in Ghana ministers let you And before taxi, no, na la ten in the car say, me fact me suitcase in Kusala and share locker. I was say one more locker or Hamburg cabana for. But this shame muna or didn't see kind of shame muna with Timmy and what is for one mammy. What quite done in Nico and I'm saying, now who ala tell you me got any. Now be damn in Nico number banakwe, what Obia now or means you are baby suitcase no qua. This is any a cat at a day 7 in Kwao. Before ala tell you in the Tico dome one, I'm saying, be na. Me suitcase me here, me here that it could take a Bobby book. Just I'm ready to say, I'm going to John Pa so. I did be 5 days in India. Me tini locate madam from she na pay me baby me fear trem. So that's one of those experiences. Hello.
Yo, offer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's
Right. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Yo, and Bombardier. Yo, Bombardier, and so mammy and her chick a crime until Sabia big baba. Why?
Yes, turning to go with Ampa. Now, over two more.
Boss, me how? No more to say.
Yeah, we are not way.
Ghana, dear, say, well, when you are, some maybe.
Now, Ghana, I will share a public accounts committee, of parliament.
And somebody there for tall, somewhere across the
general for report. And I would say, Emma would Ghana more and answer.
Oh, Debbie, say congenital liars that are dorsal. I hear failure. You grow more home. So, something seriously have to happen.
No, must see a quania that day, and this is a cocoa board that then table. I imagine 8 billion free. Another Frost Bank of Ghana, Omunji, and Kenya Auditor General Crown a day report, the same say Bank of Ghana bought a cocoa board business 8 billion. Since I quite say Ali versus Baba, and the a bassa. Say Bank of Ghana, which is Kenyan, the a bicycle, now Wakobo Bank of Wakobo a cocoa board business, and Nakogia on Besso Beji. And then I say bank independent, or more independent, and as I say, no, or my extended. Extension of the executive branch, you know.
Yeah, I mean, come deep will be auntie. Me, when I made them share headline arms, so across the same media. Yeah.
Now, what to say, your favorite president, like I said, Nanado says, or the Drapo, but a district, a road, you know. The Wakofa a great abano, and they will say, all lunch here, you know, say, why you're quenching will be our Ghana. And said,
you see, Sa Kokian's story, way no more. Waki can't say PM story, obey your tent, you would you see, don't listen to these people. Aquaba Coroso, the Orban, was here, I'm Motumano, Obama, via mobile phone. I don't know, mobile phone, one from more independence is here, see our way, can be no what it is. Near 2 more, we know that 2 million, no mobile phone, one for Ubiak, most coming here, would the 2 one district, one way, where is it? One village, one dam, one dear, these were all promises. We should promises say, oh, we are mobile phone. Mobile phone from independence is here. Say, well, Ghana phone, so big,
rural bank, a year, or bank account, no, use can answer, and a sense can know. Would you say a mom's come by Sadiano? Any you for
Papa, well, politics say, Ghana no airtime. You know, we say, yeah, congenital lies have paid overgrow horns. Very, very bad. And you see, very few people are. Yeah, two about my nipa kakrebi na better up. That but you're 90%, you know. What about your wares and slaves? And yet, sana I one. It's so bad. It is. Say, who ban out say who be wutia bruche a buying bar. Yeah, two about we are creating an enabling equal playing field for everybody. Any walk ya boko America, be UK. We did the nipa ya two about we are nipa kakre be a party in power no. And ye will be our cabia for the next 4 years till the next election. I mean,
Saturday, and Kroma or Dada Mona or Mom, because I did the Ekano, I did independent yebu omu na ye ha omu so sila omu kuja kwa ho esa kwoto Obama the same thing na for your
good question. Adwene no ahun say adwene no the quality of thinking and reasoning enipa dodo a aba say no nwanwa the quality of how they process everything no ya rehosem enye enipa no wo to about 4 years 2020 no said would that contain mu ana wo nya adwuma still 4 years on wo nya adwuma yeah and still we still start to about the same party crowd master let's just say a dambo a Jimmy and in between na share entina ahotre Ghana ahotre no he say one way ni nyansa no year ni obi e fight say obi nya passport no nya busi e ticket na nya visa na we free chrome ha. The young people are a very vibrant youthful population between age say 18 and 30 35. Most of them have left the country because altogether obedi be 30 years no nya adwuma nye meaning say when you adwuma nye no make up formal employment let's say one year contribution be our snitch and the Ghana say a pension at age 60 obedi 60 years you know some body immune system a form one contribute to enough we need sika Ghana you had 2 years in advance there no obedi 60 years there say adwuma ko obetrefi sika bia ni ba bia bia eno kra no ubewu ntem eno kwa tell say a man crofo edru ba bi kwa na the age what is so what change dates you know say obetre because wo ko pension I tell wo kwa ko but abrochi a wotie enemy abrochi abetra wo ko pensioner unkonko you are handsomely rewarded and paid by that time kra no what is show near you wo say what she dan kra ya wo betre you obedie da bia wonni nwie kra na asara fofora be ka ho enti enye Ghana de enye ubedi 35 years say why fakwa bi so tu kwan kwa abrochi baby abrochi so dru ya say we need the documentation any menial job cleaning krana be krana broni obetu awaka you get pounds or dollars or euros in your pocket ubeti mi ato akoko nam awi da bia that is what opa but I say they were to atade ase obeye say we TV ni nyina obeti mi aye ti o but I say the end entisa nti wo mo no a wo mo lifestyle enye wo mo ni sika oni savings oni bibia ese se o to abama MPP ni ndc no why they do that me I cannot speak for them so one but 100 city 200 city demand na wato abana ama obi papa wako wabenya es gracia obetre v8 ka mu otimi kwa abrochi ni manyina ko school wa abrochi na otia because of 200 city near the amount ya talk what nyina. You see the quality of our thinking and reasoning, you know, are problematic. Why it is so, I don't know.
Somebody can say people, inform adults, they vote against their own interests. Say no correct.
No correct. No correct. It's sad though. The way our people think, you see, you know, maybe the quality of thinking, problematic. And yet, that's it.
You yente de as I say national issue in yente de Ghana for Munti mother President Akufo-Addo President Nana-Addo Dankwa has stated that his government has undertaken road development projects across in a way which has never been seen in Ghana history. Speaking during the launch of the district road improvement program in Accra on Wednesday, President Akufo-Addo said the development by his administration reflects a level of efficiency in addressing Ghana's infrastructure needs in a manner that had never been seen before. President no other president that Nana-Addo Dankwa so because a year ago Obama so ya a question by at least early this year cry now you can about the number of kilometers almost more kilometers than any you know, road coordinator or Ghana rules, like I said they take crown and say, go share and go crown, counting as a road, the soft crumble, and there's a nibrism and a say system. The Nadia won't Nana so why you quenching will be anti, while share where you are not work your name. Nano Nami Fred Benewa, Memus will be a casa, Benewa, or Bamaso. Na bene wan so mbabo Nana-Addo abaso ekwan a wetimi aye ha na bene wa ye President say he end this time no. Didn't hear say why kwan man because one kweche kra no. Wo hwe 2009 to 2016 na ye Mills and Mahama era no. Was say Mills no 7 years no. Omo ye just 4,636 kilometers of road and 5 interchanges and overpass. Nti interchanges overpass ko be chem e say or the Trebema interchange no the two of my nti no ane kwan ya 7 years nyina ne kwan ya Mahama ne Mills it me no 4,636 kilometers. Nemum no on only there no otma 12,830 kilometers of road across the country and what these 6 more interchanges aka ho. Enum no or say almost a year juma or 10 new interchanges and no 5 or maybe 5 no emra ofi apunya so na 2025 no so no omo the 5 no so aka ho. Nti bene wa chankofo na unu say bia wo idea about sad say na Mahama time ekwan mutumi ya no na akufo no so aban so tuma ye 12,000 plus na this interchanges so so ye 10 new interchanges or the back could be 5 baby abi na yes 5 no no.
Yeah, bombarded. Really, it's ya busuafo nyina. So over we na your friend is saying was that the all cano or mono portals no on buy on create and no more sanitary and no more friends on my quite. And that's our quite away. Ghana or Kohua, a quite be any especially me free be. Of course, when you are quite in a say. Quite not buying that I know yet in a crowd by way jago. She said, "Oh, because why are quite be the encajon, Bono region the encajon, cause the coho ye home more quite in a this no so I quite chair buying beer. Say, on a president or guitar records, but the idea any who the honor there now will want quite you. And yawa, and then I just mu cano. Saa sɛ mo yɛ a wɔkan kwabena bɛgyina ha Canada kwabena bɛka no nansi ya sɛ nana adɔ koraa kwan a wayɛ wabie kwan mu nti wokyɛke a saa nsɛm no ɔhu sɛ ɔmo akyitaafoɔ no ankasa gye di nti ɔba abɔnten abɛka akyerɛ yɛ no a yɛaka no so but omi akɔfoɔ ado sɛ yɛ kwan yɛ nko ara ne saa nneɛma a ɔkeka no sesei no a nka wama power because ɔwɔ opposition koraa ɔka sɛ yɛnni infrastructure ɔsɛ yɛnni infrastructure nya ade ayedi ti obeye policies papa magana city no ayeye ti se ka kwan ye nko ade a anka obi a nka ono wa ma power because that time na amanfo ye power pai na bie nso no o se ohunu se jo Mahama ne Atamus 8 years no so omutimi je bosia 700 billion cedis ya no omu ja bosia no service ana nka omu di sika no ye infrastructure kasabrin ka Ghana kura no kame me feel say nka ho efechen Dubai but amana sa omo ti sika kakra bi na ye nneɛma papa omo ye ne nyina nti azem no ka no de ono a na etiti ne ho na osere onunu ne ho a na wasere na o nkrofo bi no ma omo de omo adwene no se na papa no ka no ma adwene no wo fam ti oka we no omo bebo omo nsama ma no ba me se minim se de oka ne ye ntro na so bi ka se ye tuatua portals nyina ye count on say ye kilometers a uti mu say sa nkrofo we na ebu man a de amamu papa no bebu ti aba bi omo ho den dro no mo budu no obi aso no oye ade bi ama na ho den sa onim say wa ya ade because de na ho den tumi ye no onim say no na ye the best ti enye big deal bombardier so no a e bo no ho abaso a ye de say ntimi mo obi a ono abo no ho aba so obi a oye adwuma pa bia no ni nwuma no ne kasama no ene nkroma nsem a ye kan nyina ye nkroma nwuma ne kasama no jo Mahama ye bo ne din nyina ye ni nwuma ne kasama no enti ono person o discredit jo Mahama ansa no ono ni nwuma aso ani dia that means oye fellow obi onye fellow bia no oba o mo obi dada di obo no an nwuma ho ba emom oba no obekire ye ndi abanda da ye dia kwan kwan na oka ho asem on father infrastructure mra man hwe ede na oda so ye double track aban a o adwene ben ene se me system na emom kura no nko school double track sa adwene ye adwuma ti ono no sɛ nyɛ sɛ ne time aka bɔsɔme mmiɛnsa anka sɛ yɛ manager president no deɛ te sɛ yɛyɛ ne te sɛ yi ebia ɔno ɔnstande bio deɛ nti no ka yɛma no yɛ te sɛ Biden na ɔpɛ ba bɛtena because I'm sɛ wɔanya dementia or sɛ dementia so bio nti no saa ne teɛ ɔma deɛ ɔnyɛ credible ɛno na ba wɔ esua no ɔmo no ɔmo nya chance a instead of sɛ ɔmo de bɛyɛ ade papa no na ɔmo de ka nsɛm ho no ya nti ɔmo nnwuma deɛ nyayɛ na yɛbɛka na mmom ɔmo a
nti wuji sɛ bie deɛ unye hu kwan bia na other place deɛ yɛafɛ do photos no
yɛdeɛ saa nsɛm a ɔka deɛ ebi happen wɔ hɔ bi yɛ baabi a in fact yɛ no yɛ hɔ deɛ
ɔmo yɛ sunya ɔmo renovate sunya ne house no airport no ɔmo gugu asphalt no so kakra
sunya airport deɛ bomba deɛ ɔka na mebɔkora yɛ afro me sɛ
debi adeɛ no ɔse deɛ ɔmo tuma yɛ no wohwɛ ma asphalt no ɔmo tumi gu so bɛ 1936 ɛyɛ scripted ma nanado ɔkan no ɛna new construction so no ɔyɛ 659 kilometers ɛna graveling ɛde ɛmboɔ ɛbusia ne yɛ so ɔtumi yɛ bɛ 6,529 kilometers ɛna ɛba rehabilitation of the roads so yɛ 1,271 ɛna resealing is 108 kilometers ɛna surfacing 1,946 ɛna mo yɛ bridge construction so no mo yɛ am some 35 enti no nese no calculations or to me
baba already ma kan na potholes so mo tuatua dodo sen
enti no this is new government so the need so top 1,000 so ebebeto no aye control experiment no so aka so 15 nese ye ko enima no enti
o ma de o te se kwa me nkroma obegina ba bi na o kyerɛkyerɛ ne nyuma waye da ɛno no sɛ ayi yɛ friend sɛ John Mahama ɔwɔ akonnwa na ɔbɛkyerɛ nneɛma a wayɛ baabi a ɔkɔ kyerɛ nneɛma a wayɛ yɛ otumfuo fie na otumfuo sɛ tutu sɛ ɔnka nneɛma a wayɛ na ɔbobɔ kyerɛ no apart from that as a president of nation no oba address issue dollar no a ɛforo dua no te sɛ ahoma a sɛbi onim baabi a ɔforo kɔ no saa nneɛma no na ɛsɛ mo ba address odo Akufo-Addo de aka kyerɛ sɛ ɔno no deɛ wabɔn onim economy ntinka onchi ba omi anyina ho na ba omi amfa dollar no nye ne campaign no efi say so otimi e de dollar no si ba bi pa enokra unhia kasa bebre dollar no sane ba na wate so na ekofom o de ba be 7 nom ho na niema ebuo ekofom wahu but mo de aye kasa matna aban so be 8 good years ni almost 8 years just a debia no mo ye propaganda to say opposition party then this is for television see what chere and ya mabone ya no mo so for TV see also to say the omomom na ye opposition no omo na promise as a opposition party what and this ban wonu bomba de na ajatwim no kan nipa no omo to aba no omo anwene na da omo tim no e different me debia meka say sa party mienu no de at the end of the day no omo be bu o man no nemo so omo na be bu a ye hwe omo nyuma ne how omo ye nyuma ne ye me nye permanent your friends say voter say tintina twan meto abana ma omo da bi se me nto ma MPP mpo a me nye campaign ma NDC ta I will never do that say NDC ya ade enye na me no ma ba be gina ho defend to the stand they say ye nto abana ma omo no omo nto aso no metima aye ne yi for 8 years I fana yenya za tumi no why na obenya ne ma odi 8 years ase o man ntino so obi ka kira o say ono no oba for 8 years nti ye nto aba ma no a e kire say oba for 8 years abe destroy ade for 8 years the odi 4 years pay the o say ne 4 years mpo aye betimi asan tu no but the odi 8 years no oba no oba be ye sa friends say dream ni katasje proye wo ho no tuetu sika no sande wini bi wa for 8 years ubesa akọ hardship nti ba wo me ane na Akufo-Addo omo nsem sa say ya ye kwan wo ha kwan no aya ye timanum ye hu na emom ji so no te presidency na embo ade bi nkoso wo kwasi Yesu kroma wo kan omo se na Addo na ni hu ho na embo tim hu se wa ye kwan mo do aban bia aba ɔno no ɔno akufo ado no ɔte Jubilee House no ɔno no hu sɛ Ghana wayɛ akwan nyina yɛ a yɛte ma no yɛhu kwan no mmom sɛ wokɔsen no adeɛ bi ho a yɛsɛ na n'ado no ɔno n'ani nhu Ghana hɔ nyinaa nti no na mmom ɔyɛ de na ohu sɛ wayɛ Ghana kwan nyinaa wɔbɛgyina Jubilee House a ɔka saa nsɛm yi nti no wotim sɛ ɔmo wɔ hɔ ɔmo sɛ yɛnkɔ kasa na ɔmo atwerɛ biribi na ɔmo akɔka because ɔmo bɛnya nkurɔfoɔ no bi a saa de no bɛtɔ ɔmo tim but wohwɛ wɔ asetena mu a kofoɔ sɛ hwɛ wɔ asetena mu na to aba wohwɛ wɔ kura ase na sɛ yɛayɛ kwan wɔ hɔ a ɛno a waa na wobɛto aba yie nti bɔmba deɛ ɛno no deɛ me deɛ menim sɛ saa papa no nya deɛ nɔkorɛ bi a ne nanom da ɔntimi nka nɔkorɛ hola buenas yo bɔmba de
Teresa Sabitini.
Spanish kakra. Bonita chica. Yo, Benewa wo. Benewa.
Vale. Okay. Ya bombari ya me wo. Yeah.
Okay yo. Na Bank of Ghana is no. Obi opese call a forest bureau for secretary no. So they show the passport and a Ghana card. And sana questions can na edio. Na ni nyina no say enu abo ama yehu wo ma ebesis kan ne omo embassies kan ne dia ade na enkofo so bisa na Ghana card ne passport na enu na ebetima ma sika na appreciate na say enye de ehie nie se de enkofo e kan no nti free enu ochina ya eye nyamebo August 1st effective August 1st 2024 all licensed foreign exchange bureau in Ghana will be required to verify customer identities using Ghana cards or passports before conducting any transactions. And Dr. Oko Ghana now Koibia Johnson a Forest Bureau Ewo Kumasi a year Amikum roundabout now also the Ghana passport and I say Ghana card and sign out with my costs $100 in any $1,000 no. Now
so your foreigners obey to me. So your foreigners obey to me the foreign passport ako.
They send the also Ghana cards or Ghana passport into me say foreigners who could the idea be a uko was it much Ghana cards or passport before conducting no I don't know say passport foreigners in the Kwana say or some so Ghana card version of foreign the Yema foreign also ko yibi ansana wakono na nyina say it is designed to improve oversight for directors and management of the bureau and enhance the bank's ability to monitor and supervise their operations in compliance with the Foreign Exchange Act 26 but no cross me was again sadia can I say I buy now Onwa no the dollars na yakoba bisia no or the man in call for commercial banks one na commercial banks for zone the other day at the distributor of forest bureau for no it way our idea we would you say be I no never sanitize me one kasa na omwan kasa na yesos o mo sen no ma bibia o na wo ko obi anya $50 bi no oni Ghana say ne dollar na unye bi what will happen is say obia be black market one speculators no it is the root source of idea ma ye see no atonzum no enye no mo hwehwe o de bia ekrom se de akosi yesu be kan ekroto wo mia so na nipa ko nitim se eje nefa bi ko ni mo ehwegum topa ehwegum na wo di plaster bi to so na no ato no ye de ye na nam ho na emiemia nchen na akwa no o
baba de me
okay, a policy ebitimi abo ma cedi no etimi atwa $1 no anase
policy we there $1 no nko form na $1 cedi ho nya de na mom a good policy for me there omanya use document omanya ye work card use document bia obi obe ade bia fasika sem ho e so show ne krata ma ye hu nipa kro ye nya records gu ho but eno masika nkosoro na ema ne mafom because Ghana card no say ye use for records for reference intino so bi ba be yesika sem mum na ye so show ne Ghana card for me hu from so bi e wo ho na mum so bi e foreigner na oba Ghana so no so the krata de buy eno so e ho kra e be fa so control bia owo man num ne identity nti eno there for me eno bomba de nkanya me problem ba akokora because kroma ya me we te me kwa consistency ka omoje me card omoje me krata nya so omo ma me sesa o ne krata bia on sesanda na mo kita o ye Ghanaian na o kita passport o eba mo asesa o kita Ghana passport o eba mo asesa o koto ai friends telephone your friend chip no a o koto o kita Ghana passport eba mo ato just say enhia say o ye Spanish ni because ye oman a ye nyina ye free trade obia free babia be didwa wo ha ti no onya yi identity card bia identify so ye nipa na o free ha eno ano no ye beti ase ama waye enti se sa bi no mo ya fine na mom so omo de hye so say no bebo ama stabilization of cd no de eno enya no kre eno eho na ye ka sa agire wa na ye kire o so wuni mi nyansa wuni ye kire o so wagimi ye ka nkwase asem agire because eno no emfa hwe ma ebema cd akofom na ama dollar so akosoro na emu menu kura na wokan fon ba bi kura mpo no ebema nkrofo bi kura o mo ne nkrata no bi no mo mfa o mo de no enko sesan o forest bureau ho na emu eno de doesn't matter because your government policy na ye pese ye fa kwan we so check ye nkrofo a ene ye behu se wo kura sika no wan wia na emu wo ye adwuma na wonya ya eno de for me I am in support of it bomba de no de entimi mo asidi no hwe na mom ebeboa ma aban no policy anazo obema oman no aye at least aye genuinely anaze ebema for corruption mom na ebema so atekakra
Yo, that's it. You go anyway. Yeah, yes, I shall say. Na ye bono toto na ye ko ya. Ofa body wo ho. Okay. Ofa body no wa ma me nko ye. E champion obekasa.
Mo ha.
Okay, ofa body ba maso.
Azokese na dia na ko.
Oh, say na questions and answers into no. Wa kasa wo question bi na ibia obeso answer na say na bibusa say nanado na was say who say about the bibia pen drip district rose initiative makra graders aba say we omo district kwanso na dade and na nanado asa emphasize say ohwema wa ye kwansin obi a waba Ghana bia and na wo chechire no ma so nkweche kwa na o de toto mahama ne mills there kwa na 7 years na omutimi ya about 4,000 kilometers of road but onu de ma ye we 5 interchange any overpass into wakani nyina bom say 5 and onu de otimi about 12,000 plus kilometers and was say 5 interchange na kwa no was say 10 interchange answer na afenu be ko wi no be commission 5 na next so 5 inti na say was why kwansin obia na no na no say since we the over born another about what my kwansin obia
na 5 interchanges no say na wa infa Wachira mbabia wo
onye waka nti wose yesa yetemo nti ene waka me da beto platforms wa hwema wachechi
ba wanchira ba biku a oye no
Debi wanchira obi ade mu ba no de wotime de ono no ayi ni sheet ba se de wotime aye no kilometers nyina
na me kire se bia ono ni sheet no de buy no wachira se bia o me ye interchange we bia se hwi be kwan me ye bi wo chekere wira me ye bi wo ha eno de at least na but say be
12,830 and our day 6 more interchanges but baby a award there one fan count mum no breaking it down at 12,000 no the way nyina no say a year asphalt to me 1,936 a year new construction so no to me 659 a bo gravel and red gravel so what the bogusu ni ye bi efusu ni egusu nyina 6,000 plus and rehabilitation so no and the friend where you know who feel who's in this animal a year portals in the mouse and so 37 1,271 and sana a year new bridges so 35 let's say we know yempre
bomba de say we dey ka se kan wasam a say bi o minim de ba ta ese na yen so no
de ka won wo sha say bia you what me bia we say bia wa ya de bia at least one property you can
na ni say me kan wasam because say de na wo kan no minim ba bia wo say obia metima betra radio so say my way na obia na me discuss ya pasa Ghana na ye problem no ya kesi You discuss we already so more maybe a national radio near discuss say Nana why we yeah na antre ba bi pla ten wa me say yen so na ya ne good na say anye the farm on you know ono na de any de say asem papa bi any wona na na do nko na asem yo kan e dia nti say wanti a time say we may discuss it on Tuesday. So I said, probably no idea. I know na make you buy so na ebe o ka se bibi say na say wan fa bibi am to ho na eba say o say ye discuss it there to frank na ye so ne Ghana for ni ni because am say pressing issues be o mine mo o mine no big say tomatoes akosoro we are see we are akosoro ye normal akosoro no say normal cost no enye normal ketwa etia na anwa nke ya memeka se hu hia se betua tax bi se eno a o se so se me ese minority sand foforo ko se omo kwa akwaji bi eti ye was such o man mo e wo na akwa ya
na de ko se akwaji bi
aha ena o manye o ma minority na ampene to o ma ampene a o se ye nko na ye nko ye de yes enfre parliament no mraba no metrase say e man no ye no bi a edin
parce ye o sika kakra auditor general say Bank of Ghana ebo cocoa board besia 8.8 billion 241 million obo cocoa board entry aye si kenye say auditor general report or the by afimu anka yinim crisis na Bank of Ghana makobo cocoa board besia enti wo hwe sa no me ekoso na wodwene hu say Bank of Ghana timi cocoa board no koton cocoa no jiska pepe no enkofo kra da tisa akwese we de nya Alibaba na mo Ali versus Baba I said you know you can go around and this 8 billion yeah say ye gi anka betimi de abo no mepi because cocoa board o matom cocoa ajiska na wi enti ade na. The 2023 Auditor General report has urged the Bank of Ghana to recover 8.241 billion owned by Cocoa Board. According to the report, Cocoa Board has consistently defaulted on loan facilities granted by the Bank of Ghana, and as of December 31st, 2022, Cocoa Board had an outstanding principal amount of 8.241 billion. And the Auditor General said the 2 million to me and Kwachobi until the all can say Bank of Ghana no. Na onhwe ye na wan expose no to quasi government institutions just say false government institutions as na hard me the work na nti na wo ho na asroye Bank of Ghana adano Dr. Adesika say on the Bank of Ghana no ya establish say ye mok ye nya mfaso and I say ye discussing the obisu even crime busan say na a bank no say if it was not established to make profit there, was it established to make losses? Because this year, you know, CKE, I do say, what about Cocoa Board this year? Fine. So, what will be about business there? Uncle Chia, Cocoa Board, so in the new, when you say you work on Cocoa, and so it's not say, this is dear name, independent, and I won't say a transparency, you man, say, one able to calculate this can go around, and they say, Jaja, Ukokrana, Anjana, Ediadu. Nti no ekwan be so na be fa so hold the institutions no accountable e won sa no ma say mu
bomba de me kura na baba ye meka ne se na be fa so e de hold sankofo we accountable ne se ye be pam mo na afri oni ba woni sa ba sa na ye change o mana na reset ni bi enti sa
factory reset
ye alternative option e bia ni hobi e si e pam mo fri then ya to e bo ahye o mani enti no kura no be ha me tu de mo bi mra
okay yo ye da se ye fada abodi na what say enkra no so no ye da che so ya to mo nka no yo ene ma me o wa hin obeso kasa na nsa na ba ma so okay yes ade ene Yay. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Now,
traffic easy crowd.
And as I would drive boy a choir, Nana do it my years no.
Charlie, Mamma Casa, Mamma can be for.
David say a choir and we sent in our prayer now. It's your own another year. And I say, I can't yon the
that way they ammunition. So I did why it be now you know you couldn't grass, but the crowd open the client, only who be your year and you who say I'm power yard. Now the Casa idea break, as break.
Na ombodi listen ba na ana omfa ade ne hyehye ho se ka we kan se kan kwa madwuma ne emro e bia my interchange no akọ asafo interchange ne bia wabọ bako twembe wiate na no kwa etimi bo am nipa kwa nya graphic image be wo mo at least at least eti koye Google Earth kwa na ebetime hu so then you know say yeah no my 5 what's my shine shoe 5 shoe oko shine no way ashta wa that say
ashta wa another kwada so ah ashta kwada so
me was shoe policy so yentia no kula
shoe policy yentia no kula yenya bia so kwada ko hu sa 7 na da for aluminium does nyen hu
aluminium does
I mean that's so fresh bar. It's on the Muye and India. You could mean say, Arrow, who Prince, Arrow, who pop Omano, I swear to God. Omano, Prince. I don't know. Let me with the announce. I know it's too much. Prince, I say, once I'm with the more want to know. I am much Samadin Manoma. One of my Kinamo Samadin, I am ye, and it's at the end is much Samadin. Now, more would you say? Which is a weekend S. A more with an S. So let me say. It's yet, I think some before more or my year no more your man in India. But what to make her?
You took up a
Prince what to make her?
I'm a tonka.
They are more. Do my your man in the Queen meaning say, to say, Prince, you couldn't mean him say, more namuye bibi, more namuye bibi. Ebi amuye japadi mi si no affect mo pa
japadi say na no cement bia na me a free 70 say ako 120 ema cement for no kra na ban person is say cement pa say do 120 say by the end of the year na next year koto cement 200 do
Make it cut and your mind sit down. Let us say what you said. Anya to cry, Anya Sankatwa, Anya and now
one time. One ton of iron rods, and look at the other say John Sabaco.
Iron rods. It depends. Doesn't make traffic more traffic. No, make them almost 50 minutes. I'm going to drink
50 minutes. Now when you know what the traffic bull, not exhaust pipe, no gas and carbon monoxide. No. Oh.
Make them was a full no quality. Maybe you can say, I've read it. Make you want to pain. That's in about
15 minutes.
Oh, me jam more to do this here to do. More to do. Sanka commit to me. Meaning some more video. I just want commit to me. I have 2 video. Nanga mashe.
To do the no central crap. Kimbu.
Who? Yeah. Mommy, me free airport nearby. Me free airport nearby. So it's free airport time. Everybody do hand no.
And wakotum.
That be. And this
my. Omuya reduce na now. Omuya to expand.
This is Papa. My back. I can't say Papa.
Hey,
Prince, but oh, you come with your phone. Hey, do you hear? See me come to go away. You no, do mumu with you. Couldn't even say. Pop. Make him. And you are missing another. I'm going to go phone biano what some conwa me see a phone too much I didn't know what you kind of forces are and so when you press look at my conditional but what conditional we say things are
now what engine is so no need problem now you socially nim this you go school you question ya chemistry kakra na you danger gas na free car no exhaust no you find carbon monoxide CO a poisonous gas so and no na engine so na exhaust nyina na edidi ko you know car no it's not home na ekofo mo jeni man na ekofo nya leukemia no blood cancer no I told them why you remember it's what na come 15 minutes no to trotro musu tim trotro crowd in the bubu onu crowd the gas and crowd what say
okay baby me way well I think at Tamils is hockey na at Tamils hockey and cricket another as my friend baby at Tamils I Rocky you know na the thing is also fear no ko hono Kwame Nkrumah Supreme Court hono Kwame Nkrumah Muslim hono yeah akufo do na traffic bi jinemu no sanka mi sika mo video ade so kami ka atame
na te kwa na te kofi na o chira be fa wo de okay
be do ho be ai hey say o be ka so why no ka sa do and then we go woni Mahamani.
They say a ball, even say ball 5 p.m. now. Could seem this about 5:55 for Ghana.
About 5:50, 5:55. Maybe because 5:55 was here. About 5:55. And I say me take me. Me say my team 50. Me say my condition me so. Because me bang no more fuel. Kakao okay you me say oh me pass ya no more. Me bang me say oh. Metima ya they say I think they say I'm say 40 miles. It's the 40 miles they say me so condition me tell me no kasaka kra no TV kaka ade mu say I continue don't know what me kasa
enye security threat cause this year no Ghana is Nigeria bibi crazy police ni kra car no kra ni ho this year no enu na comfort e steady no almost your scientists o observe ya 15 minutes and a child we quite send the Obi in Puma or Jew phone so I'm about 3 more the choices so I've no hey so we don't seem to know the implications of so many things.
Say no afena akona me ko sa T Johnson na Kwame Nkrumah was no more sa T Johnson and also the they need the dangerous I want now for the pin tape I want ya seno fugu ya seno nite ya seno nimpobo
na ye bo abenza people zobia jurase
e gona more we say but in name no ye bon pa ye say Ghana fubu hu nyansa Ghana fubu hu nyansa ye na Ghana fubu nyansa kakra na Ghana fubu nyansa na Ghana fubu na me angasa me santifo ye ku kuma se santi region ye nyansa na ye mpa bi bien to bia fuma na ne wo se abone baba to no ye betie yi safu we se no fi ho no mo ono ke no o ka so o yi mu fo ko mo ba no kwa sa na mo te one more call ni se bi mu fro e ye better because it been 5 years ba ko pensie ni se eno on ye pele sa de biara enti sa Ghana fu me mu se enti sa na awro wo se Ghana ni awo de sie mu a de bia de obedi ko de obedi o wa ni de na o kasa do and then de obedi look you have to be very careful. We have to be careful. Say come to video ha no man come hu ni pa do mo nam fo mo oh wa ni obebia uba hu ni pa mo basa Jesus ni o ma ye ko na ni ye ko because oh wa ni o ka so hu ni pa mi hu obia o she one musika na mo America no ba ko e ye 16 Ghana cedis into 17 pound no e ko 20 18 to 20 18 ni sa musika ba ko e ye obi sika dudu o se ya ka wo se dudu no dudu o se na obetuma aduane se obetumi ato ama wo ni ufie wo nkwa miensa nkwa obetumi di na provisions no se obetuma ato prince wo kura 2000 ko ya provision shopping ko ya shopping as a milk ne noma any sa no no omo toilet roll prince wo mra no 2000 e from 7 not 2,000. And no matter less roll coin, not like a do it also, not 2,000. On mission, not 2,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis, NASA. Some will be say, Araho, yet you won't. I walk by saying, here we get a befa. Now, what be back? Say the meeting with a CA. Naka who say, Baba who say, SC. We used to get to see an answer. Thousands we are not thousands this NASA. We kept work a couple now, Conoma, only car cradia. And any event say Uber, any boat, the offer 1, 2, 3. Now, she can win the sound. When I'm saying, yes, and a mouth, Hannah buy, and when you need yet, now, the Kwana house out from me can of course, it means system and the J. Abandon with the swan, and me and Casse. Oh, one about when about the same things. And what's the quality back? Near than it and Saka at least. You been about could be a bar, a bit of no matter year. Foreign currency, $1 pound, a Canadian dollar, a Stephanie Sanman. You be a from cry, needs to get to the Kaka. Yeah, the Sunday, I guess it will pay a fuma, it will pay a fuma, it will pay a fuma. Any day you be the big no. Oh, let me tell you, could be with that or more do, yes. Because I will tell it off. Oh, yes, my young mamma no more told you no coins, I can say. And you know, we go for the economic year, is too good in the go, but too good in the go. Because when a new Matica and for so one young, or pen for so when young for so because one more thing, I don't know, 7 yet, and tomatoes, 25 cities, Makuma 25 cities. Go on, Kahano. So let me tell you. Now, the old told them what you then you talk Montano. Tomatoes do not celebrate my for you. It's the clear, your toy, you do free. And today, think we say, and yeah, buy your Baku 50 Ghana cities. On the channel, board your Baku 10 cities. So what do we channel? And it's about the same way. Say, I had one my age, I will say, yesterday. And yet, now what's yesterday? And you know what talk about me, the platform to cut their company down. And you know what about years ago, going for. I want to put my platform, but to become a team as a campaign. Not gonna put me, I gonna for challenge me, and yet, you smile. Say, I brought you to make that platform. Not gonna put you with job of the bill or one or the other job, and you quit. It's the old quinty. It's the baby you could do. Baby, I could do so. We are going to pound. There is a sea. No one needs to go on. Prince, baby, I could do. We are going to civil prince. No one needs to get up with any needs to keep it down. I say, yo, and if it's my young physical command, you can't down your freedom command. Just why you're proud of a bear. So let me tell you, we see this cat down no more. I can say, the nipple is young physical command. Araho, if you corner, Gilby, and Neba. Is over them. Almost see, soon time when to move them. And now I grab a cook a demon or correct or so over there. Now, I said, you know, back at the what? A corner is about no a year. When you do 1 year, no far in the air says sooner, a rubber bucket room. And then no be any hole, no be any done now, quality a bucket room. According to the bucket room, I cracked tobacco, by 3 years. And we'll write them on who said a quality is soon. Or said them one more. One to me, or Jimika. About one Tibeka, I say, a crano or bucketing or then woman for Russia for her, a crano, or so was a bucket in moment, so a quality. Now, a bag the idea of Colabuno. I will send a contribution for young Fancha, a crano, Sika Yapano, made Bunyan coupon say, pay, and it's me even got 1,000 Ghana cities. I will swallow, and yes, if you on one bottom. Oh, why you can't say and two. We never be dinner. Yes, we never be dinner. Do what you know, one more, you know. Men, the political party. Do your mind say, or man say, or man be to 2 pounds. Then, Pacho, no me, no me, no domo mine, no me, party, someone. So, let me tell you, oh, man, no way, ja. We are Joe money more. Maybe we a taxi driver. What to say? And the Concord Democratic and Kaye. And maybe last week, me for taxi. I call Atimota. Taxi driver me fan or panel. A brand edition or Casano charge him or charge him. And come on, need dear year about friend said that. You see, school fees no. Now, man is nice guy, educated, well educated. That was a catcher mommy. And then the business say, and was 100 Ghana cedis. And was a boss. But just school fees na 100 Ghana cedis no. Grant me bless me 200 and Kwanya Yensa. So be during the day we am in the Dimas Makufi. Guy me dim komama. Me an kasa me hu say Abranti and walk kind of friend we nipa na nya no nya bi. So what me say no. Etino and no man na from sa. Te after me tu me ni gina na after me tu ka no. Makasa ni after me movie ka no one movie ka ka go. And there is your rest.
And now just say more kakra any tiaso kakra. Natural left or right.
Besamo etino abunyano mesamo bebre mo American you come more platform so. Mo Finland e Canada ni more platform so. Me so me yem say bebre.
Say almost to petrol money this mono baby akoto petrol say kakaka wana.
Petrol there. Now baby you say no I say this in here 15 points. 15.6 or 15.2. One of them is 15.2, one of them is 15.6. If I'm correct. A 6 to call 11 in the money so a bit down that take question. This is 15. If Kube first and Kube, I told you say once the 50 pesos. Kube 60 this. Kube 60 this press. But no Kube about 60 this. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's Prince, Mr. Mbebe. Say, quite be a mobile for moving money. Na, what me see, can no more of Ghana Hanamono. More moon, more Hanamo, more Sabia, or more bread with my money, man, Oka, cried them Sembre, between the main force will be a base. 100 dinner, more fast to cut over school fees, maybe business, come on, coin, no man, because Charlie. What's the Jumusa? Charlie, dead. I make a community party. Bad. This is too bad. Praise, I swear. Look, men kasa out of my hand like that, but this is too bad. As long as you can, this means it's bad. It's bad because all who say one person will never suffer the way. Me in particular, I see it. No, I see it every day. It's some friendly, the boys want work to do. Because the systems no any no boys need kind of create no person kind of crew. Because kind of create any almost the system is planned properly. Things will work well for everything is the way we are now. And no matter what you say no, it is not us. For one another does too much. No could not consume because I'm watching a bar and mama main cry. What do we channel? Milk cry, milk. Nipa do say it me no milk. It be sabon. Nipa do say it me no milk. Akra do say it me and no milk. Friends, I swear, I mean, I'm getting any sweat at me. It's bad. I become so emotional. Say maybe Bobby man no milk. Name who say and no me a call. Name a car. I should be emotional because I see it around and it's like it's too much. It's too much. Koko. So one crab and sa. Oh, let me tell you, one crab and sa. Prince and crab and sa. Now you want and quite joy coconut. Also, 50 Ghana cities. One let me tell you, both for 2 cities, no Prince. Maybe okay, take you come to both for 2 cities in 1 minute. What let me tell you? Hey. It's me the minimum one more bush for me, seven baby, main force will be a. Say, who will be shabby, who your baby, especially young man, especially in your man. Oh, friend, ya at saying the diable call. And yet, would ye? We talk to Mamma. Would ye say, Mum, who talk to ma? On what who say, Uncle Bra, and our uncle, every way. The seven baby, miss seven. I want to go for that day. I go for that day. A day. I didn't know what I want to walk with Musa. Oh, from course of from Kono. From course of from Kono. You many pounds to Mosa.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
You in the first year, my you.
It's you. Mammy Fancy, I don't know, Mr. Well, you are from the system, but the moon, Macumum. Been saying that for one with you, but more than what the Baba Qua, every way in some animal. What the Baku crab, it means some more, it means some. Munsa, when you're no more going to have Munsa or Did it to every from no day. Now, and you say they are left without nobody caring about them. It's like you go where am I on the ticket, Momo to ton, a friend saying, Lemon is animal, but for lemon. So, pretty Oba bu hu ma bekati be on pabra bu bina bo enye tell me rahu me who the bia it no when I say these things now it gets into me oh nice guy obo hu tell when she nice guy because on pabra bu bina bo this on pabra bu bina bo you say me bre bia musike say mo the 100 bar e be 1000 who ya be bo na bo say bia wo akoma na akoma da akoma so a na wa hwe bia 100 bi when I out of the blue, no, I expect without expectation. Men can't channel crowd. Now, Miss Wobben, that was it. Now, Upo been trying over there, Obinya. Obinya, Kobium, no, you'll be surprised. That was. Men can say, you're tear away, you, Debbie. Men can say, you, or how to consider Kunaya Tarino. Why you crown or no crown with the gem? My vicinity to Moka, young man, maybe we spoke with Maka. Let be a transport. What is gonna transport? Both at the end of the day, who was this come? But when you be out of one, Bema will be fun of Bema, no one from the Bema of Yamon. Now, while ten or who say, God, the number Casaya, the Nina, Menyan do dance in the school. Menyan do side dance not at tea dance, Menyan do.
Yeah, that's it. Or I na mutin in can na ja organ and masla onion do fino. This is all casa credits which are 1 hour cry. About 6:11 or the Sujina in the muti, let the one not really remember. Yeah. Abby, dear, what in your dinner of a cafe? Yeah, pan on it. Yeah, Sabaco farmers, most monarch and swabber. Abby.
Yeah, Bombardier.
When you were in Ghana, did you face traffic or it was smooth criminal for you? Or you refused not to go out?
Bombardier, you see, what Awahini said is what I came to tell you people after a very short stay. And if you hear from Awahini's voice. Hello?
Yeah, we are listening. Continue.
Yeah, if you hear from Awahini's voice, you see how pathetic the situation is. If you are away from the scene, away from the ground, and you are so political or partisan oriented, you think, oh, these people like to complain. That is what they describe as Ghanaians are not happy, Ghanaians are not satisfied. When you are on the ground, you unless people who are very, very hypocritical, some people are hypocrites. They think because it is their party, everybody should accept it. But Basmali, look, the situation on the ground in Ghana, I'll say about Accra. You understand? I'll say about Accra, the situation on the ground is very, very bad. I don't know why we should deteriorate so fast and so much like this. It's incredible. Traffic, the road network, everything is bad. So when these people are boasting, they are boasting that we've done this. Me, I don't see it. When I went to Ghana, I didn't see it. I live in Accra West. I went to Accra East. I went to Accra North. I did not see anything. It's the same thing. Maybe those of you from different regions can say, okay, they've done our rules. And like you people used to say, Ghana is not only Accra. So you stay at your corner. But me, in my corner, I've not seen anything. And Bombardier is very... Look, me, the last time I went to Ghana, I'm still to recover from it. Complete shock. I'm thinking of going again, but when I imagine whether I'm going to go through the situation again, anytime, almost every day when I talk to them, I ask them, has the rain stopped? Because the more it rains, the worse the situation becomes. And Bombardier, I don't see why, if government is really giving the districts their required budgets, it is this same government who will buy a tractor. What they are doing is like communism, centralized control. The government will buy the tractors for you because you people managing the thing, you don't know the type of tractors you need. So they should allow Akufo-Addo or and what is the name? That Kasua stupid woman. And what?
And Kumsin. How Kumsin?
If you are managing a thing, is this our Kumsin who buy you the tractor you need? This is our Kumsin. Hey. So they give all the money to our Kumsin. They started here with the pretext of special initiative. But what do you see where we go wrong? This our Kumsin head special initiatives ministry. This one.
I've forgotten about that special initiative, you know. Is the 2.0 of the PSI, Presidential Special Initiative.
Yo, so Bombardier, you see, what people say in Akam, Agrobeso Afranopa. So that Anopa is what we are in.
Oh, we are not in that.
That Anopa, they gave all positions to people like our Kumsin. That was a woman who created a website for almost a million cities. This website. So that is the Anopa is what we are still in.
Okay, but let's move on to the Bank of Ghana policy that if you are going to do any forest bureau transaction, or you have to present either a passport or a Ghana card.
Bombardier, yeah, when I heard you discuss that thing, the first question I ask myself is, Bombardier, what do they want to achieve?
That is what people are asking. Because I know that they want to curtail the CD. They want to do everything. To prevent CD depreciation and also the what do you call it, the high demand for the dollar. And it seems that they are starting from the wrong section.
No. So I mean, what do they want to achieve? That is a question I'm asking myself because I couldn't get the policy objective from that.
Okay, they said.
Does it mean they want records of all exchanges, purchase of foreign currency, or they want the records because what they are doing will only give them the records. But what do they want to achieve?
The bureau will issue a receipt. The buying and selling of foreign currency shall only be conducted at Bank of Ghana licensed forex currencies dealers, which includes licensed forex exchange bureau. 2. All foreign exchange bureau transactions shall be conducted on the new trading platform. 3. issuance of electronic receipt to customers for all purchases and sales of foreign currencies. They want to. So when the bureau issue the receipt now and they get the receipt, what are they going to do with it?
Yeah, so Bombade made mention of electronic receipt. Okay, the electronic receipt will give them the information they want. That is if it is well implemented.
Yes, but then they know that every day people, people are actually say $1,000 a day. How is it going to help them?
Exactly. So that we want to know the purpose. What is the purpose? Because Bombade, the policy they brought about. Do you think this policy can address Cecilia Dapa's case?
No. He's still keeping the money. The people are still keeping the money. They won't even take it to the bank.
So like you said earlier, the problem is for the banking institutions. I know somebody when he was working at the bank, all the foreign exchange the people used to bring, they would take it and go and sell it to the black market people.
Yeah.
And this guy became so rich to the extent that when he at the time when he was going to chase these small girls, he would say, when he has stolen people's money. You understand? When they have the controls needs to be at the banks, including the Bank of Ghana.
They are the most indisciplined institutions in Ghana now.
So this is like using plaster. You understand? Plaster to just cover your wound.
And
hoping that it will heal.
They gave Cocoa Board 8.4 billion loan, and they've not collected it. A candidate which needs money, they've able to borrow Cocoa Board. Who went to collect? The people, the farmers' cocoa, and pay them in cities, and went to sell them in dollars. No, he doesn't have money to pay his debt. So that's why people are saying that this is not Ali Baba, it's Ali versus Baba, because they are circulating the money among themselves. 8.4 billion cities, not small money.
Yeah, you see, Bombardier, these are people we are paying and maintaining lavishly. And what we expect from them is to think for solutions to our problems. As of today, all what they are doing is not solving any problem for us. They are rather compounding the problems and benefiting from it. Do you understand? That is where we are. Bombardier, I cited that Sunyani chief thing. Do you understand? Nobody has set parameters for that man, though. But you see, the solution he's brought about. Somebody who has got limited resources. Look at the solution he's brought about to his community. And we are talking of people that we've given all the resources they need. They cannot even find solution. They cannot think. All what they do is drive V8, dress hunching. Look, if you go to Ghana and you think, oh, me when I go to Ghana, I don't wear anything because of the weather. You see them dress in suits. You see sun. Say, these people are normal. That is all they know. Their thinking is porous, like Mr. Chum used to say always. The quality of their reasoning and thinking. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because when I heard you say the question, what do these people want to achieve? Is it only to collect data, to know the exchange flows and so on? And this shouldn't be a policy. Collecting data, this shouldn't be a policy. This thing should have been there a long time. You see, Oyibo, what they do to address this problem is, all Forest Bureau, as part of your condition, you are supposed to submit returns. The returns could be every month or every quarter. Do you understand? That one is constant, electronic. Do you understand? And they will monitor it. You know, in our part of the world, immediately they say submit returns. Some of them will lie. Do you understand? So the Bank of Ghana or the supervisory body will try to put in.
Human being controlling the electronic receipt. What
Exactly.
if they can use paper receipt and cheat? What makes the electronic rather they can even easily remove the video?
So then they have to set in some thresholds or some control. If let's
They set
say,
another
well,
committee to monitor electronic receipt.
well,
So I mean, let's end it here because of the time. You have another
okay,
program after this. So
okay.
I think Monarch has come. Let me then you say a few words and we go. Monarch Bamaso.
I drink a sip of
Na pom say.
already. I don't know another room. Now,
Eh,
cherry and me last now cherry and me cramming my me to crack hanty. I must say, week now very tight for me.
Oh, France.
You can Accra no Canada, but maybe because I couldn't.
Oh, sir. Our deepest condolences to you and the family. Yeah, mommy.
It's so part.
Oh, yeah, mommy. And yeah, Yakupon money crabbre, Papa my.
I mean, that's a pioneer.
Why you could say to me a battery? You need beside tea. Oh, and yeah. Okay, you. 19 is a bit more Casacra.
Oh, yeah, me there. My easy.
Nada no, a year, and you come a tea, na if you say, Kaza Caribia, what focus on a baumia to my Garbia GTP in Nanka. You never go and so and one of say you who the also know there. What do man call send na the academy.
And Penny before the name of Paso.
I divide a visit a human idea fantastic visit. Who focus more on Baumia saying that yeah, cause a commuto for Alan, the way any GDP in Nakoka technology industrialization, and I know they're cartoon.
What do you say?
So be a tranium to a second.
What do you say? And you be a Saviano or the ulterior motive behind the the interior. This song was purposely to. I said State of the Nation's address. I just gave the real State of the Nation's address. And the real state of the nation, how many is more manage the affairs of the country? It is Dr. Baumia.
Also in the State of the Nation address.
Exactly, because so shoot here, at some point I mentioned NPP or NDC, the value is the same. I've addressed it, I've laid it point blank, say Omuninano, Omeyepe, Akosine, you can say Akosia, Omunina, the same day born. But the fact that I was emphasizing on Baumia a lot, they say to whom much is given, much is also expected. Or pay to me, organizing 19 economic lectures, 19, and small kind. And then if you juxtapose 19 and more kind to the wire, may mark 3/10. Or certain 170 questions, a certain vice president, when you're baby co. And then questions 170, no be sent back to me answer. A small girl beside the question, I will bring a half already. About Alawa, a one upon program. But also 170 questions by another former vice president. And then they tell us that the vice president's role is not defined. Into being near CBS to be about me. But time of 170 questions, Mr. Atana. Now constitution, what drafted a role for Fredema vice president. I mean, Baumia no BS, so son or so, a so. Why a scammer, he's a confidence trickster. The confidence and the impunity with which Baumia lies through his teeth to Ghanaians and enunciating into Baumia Minyan and Yumna man's fair. I could have been saying some about John Mahama, but man come from Mahama when and say Mahama is a sin. But I just hammered on Baumia because on as he say or control national person and yet John Mahama. Yeah, any Mahama in a opposition I in a copy to me. Ain't no be I cannot go back to 8 years ago when Mahama was there. I can only talk about now, what is happening now. And me can me born it off as NPP NDC, they are the same. Baby me mention John Mahama say John Mahama ne Baumia me bomudi can back. But Baumiane de Mehama no more because on no can some more. So to whom much is given, much is expected.
And now say Mammy and Tuma second hand president. Yeah, was in
Baumia sometimes maybe say Omo Mugunu no Mutuno. I wonder who
A
advised them.
certain doctor been there, doctor go on the name the spokesman there. Also your Dr.
Gideon
Joko
Boako, na say Gideon Boako nim nyansa.
Gideon.
Nye Gideon Boako na beka kire say, okotra asempa ebisa say, adenti na Akufo-Addo Ghana wo presidential jet aircraft ho. Na wo sa han bi edi tu kwan ebo man neka. Uni man so de man. O say Akufo-Addo tran Ghana di ni ma wontimi ntwe ne nam. Nipa wi si. We mu na se ba o me be president obe mo appointment. Sa jet na o man penye Akufo-Addo timi ntimi ntwe ne nam. Jojo pon wi na obe di tu kwan. Akufo-Addo na opon wi a na tena play me ese nkoka so ntimi ntwe ne nam. I mean, sometimes Mr. Joseph Abi, insult ma. I said you move be a penny, but that's the language these people understand. You tell us, say, presidential aircraft, Akufo-Addo tinema, ontimi ntwini name, but our plane kono upon we atema, ontimi ntwini name. Dominic Niti will go in parliament, bisa and say, I didn't know all board my neck, or say, the aircraft cannot contain or manpenyin and entourage. I mean, you'll be give it different reasons. And people do not see this as insulting on the intelligence of the citizens. But
Abrante na say Ghana for Emirate tutu kwan ya economy economy ko yo mutu kwan. Say Ghana for me youth ni tutu kwan na say economy ni ye. Enti na omutimi.
O dey maybe my examples very three be. And I want to start by saying say Akufo-Addo system of the Abasi say he gives power to the unintelligent to rule over the intelligent. And internet siyama waye for mena MP no wuntumi ena nanka wuntumi ne esiama hwan eze nkokwaje for money yonko wuntumi eni esiama but ono no aye na regional chairman into be contesting the crown near corner say si former wuntumi nko post enye how akumisi ne beka check Ghana for say Ghana for say dying board monku bi sa abruchi ye to abawa abruchi itwe taxes na abruchi and yes the kind of beka check say if you blame the city's depreciation on Akufo-Addo's government you are suffering from also you are suffering from incompetence, or you are displaying academic dishonesty. Sticker. These are the people. Whenever they come out, they insult us. And yet, KTM on the back of Ghana youth and say, "Omu peju omu so omu dwa ban na so omu ti se kubedo." Yes, papa na. And or change so recent on no so back say, "Ejapade document na ye hu no. Ejapade document na ye hu no. And Kofobi the person who incited Ghana for against Achim for point of correction. And ya Achim for because you Achim state na three Achim Kotuku, Achim Buakwa na Achim Bakubi, Asante Achim Krao. Some family no more diabolism na Ghana for ka. Obi actual document and some document we've seen them manifesting. What say? You be the person who incited Ghana for against Achim for Muyen Yank Monument. And you're changing the Becca say if you insult Akufo-Addo or criticize him. Now I will for him crash for and as you be for inti or hine kasa by heart to say and these people think that they reserve the right or change hine kasa asem o dina sorry them no can you but when on one bush ni Akufo-Addo e ka tell Professor Mills or Professor Doolittle and they now change hine no awu ho wante when John Kumaka say Professor Mills be change in and nsema yetuntum na yesi na o legon no wi when some NPP people were mocking Professor Mills with the ill health now or change no awu when who say insult when people were saying say sebia nyado Professor Mills throat cancer wanya no minim omo amko diagnose hu so wanya throat cancer na as a result of a man no leki om enkwasi asema ndidifo aka no my wibu no yesi e kan o change wante on we e panyina so betufo a what is good for the goose is good for the gander and until sometimes ye ba ha na e kasa se ya na nyese e your time but ensem ni bi wo e no sieti enti wo share the political space in abane amemu na ekoso na these people just came to insult us as an de omo kana omanyaye as no ma boya to hopa na omanyaye amemu ekoso na sa na kire enti I came and I heard you ask about traffic asem me mame ba Ghana ofri Canada from airport to fie when we dem kra na straight to hospital ade che ekohwe no owu ono obi endia manye when we dem kra time mame collapse ya ye hu ne den to ka me de ne call hospital almost the bien rushing in fan nko a bigger hospital ye free ambulance service no money ye dia no no money ye dia no ye free ambulance service according to me adamfo e bana na ebe ware na okọ surprise boy no into anko holidays okọ surprise boy no na si ne dan wo Ghana man no the boy no be ware or could pay a surprise visit and we could do few na boy no call counseling into a call knock at the door hoping say nka boy ni pia man ni na nka surprise boy ni ho nto ofa dan na chi akobo boy ni window okobo mu no bia mbi and a taxi driver fan free airport di ni ko fi ni tika news ma mi fa dan ya chi ache onko hwe no onko kra ne say opentama ko okwana me ma me collapse down of fan de to came new site afinya ho ye de to came de do hospital am say emergency em fa ne nko tema general hospital ambulance or hospital but driver ni ho ye free ambulance service a omo ne ye di ano time I free maritime hospital or ambulance by in so traffic and what to my way mu na say e kan say ene de ato mi nti na obi o ha wo kan o de MPP sem bi di atem but e be so won na won sa no do say na be sa
me say ya kan ho asema Joseph Adukra be kan say the we say we di aba MPP ne dis year when e bi kwa ka say people say omo di ambulance aba nasla ni yedi ano na to petrol ansa eno what is the use ambulance mo say NDC die no mo say kwatukwa hwe nim mo die no MPP die no omo say anomo wo mo
omo die the much gina wo
hospital on wheels na say drive any ho na yedi ano what is the use of that is it not the same white elephant?
You see, this is what we've been talking about. Obi o hono man ofi say ye won so ye MPP ni ansa na obega na ni ntino omo nte ase ba se bi to a on say ye di congestion ku na say anka ma me apata wo se kuma bai pa ha sa we making we benya MPP ni we obedi atem but eda o sister bi me I have witnessed a situation where my friend's sister eyare ye de ne call for emergency na ye se empani ho na emu obi ye wu nti nipa ni wu a ye mompayo we should praise nipa ni wu a nimpa be vacant enumpo no the highest bidder. Recently, I have a friend that confided in me. Said the CEO of Confanoche teaching, Omuni Pebi Yare, it has to take Professor Dr. Ochade Mensa interventions and Omunya Bedaman. This is the country we living in, and who can now obi minim MPP ni de wenye fi mu de. Where basic common sense conversation. Then it penalty and for instance, because MPP name is omono. Je kosro hono ma heaven hono. Omono nyankopon de book of life ne death be to many man on be mo wa o pese ko heaven enti nim ye can say Ghana for if Ghana was to be a serious country about we say about 3% ba umia no ye ti o man we mu o man panya be de chi obi de o letterhead awia obi 10,000 bags of rice acha masala for ye can wuzi unim ho hwe kek osei de sala mo fan ho be sala e fa kek osei ho be yeti fie ba akum na me di Emmanuel la me kwa Anglican na obi di abulai ofenya me na obi pai ofie oza di buta ne tas ba ne jalabi ayira why na suspect why ba umiane ke ko say sala mo ayira why na is suspect and this person is walking around gallivanting with fake promises say yensan to ban manome president because nipa san Ghana what the running mate 8 years why vice president 8 years yes, I told Bamanebe president 8 years because in Nipen Ghana view. Obinche me, I can give you 10 solid lies about Baumia. Baumia, yes, you can't try and try a perception. A no ni soon in the bank. Baumia could not northern region say or the idea friend blockchain policy and asset technology bagan. It be in Africa. Country be no will be Africa. Meanwhile, Nigeria almost there 3rd May 2023. Kenya almost there 2020. And she said, Nipa we can't say we are. Now we can't try and try. Babobia. Unfortunately, this is the personal MPP for because of a parochial agenda Akufo-Addo wants to set, as it's been enshrined in the Japade document, you know, or changing it by the culture and say book ni a fiction. Now fiction said it's all about Kwasiakwa document to assure himself being. Mako theater na me hwesi ni. Na sini na me hwe no theater hono. Scene na ekoso nyina obi ti crowd mi catch him say script na omdi movie ni scene 1 Yvonne Nelson be hwe John Dumalo asum esi scene 2 Akabeneza ne chichiku be kwa kwia Vivian Gel nkwam nam esi na obi catch him say movie a hwe dey say script ni na obi gina cast ni mo mo yi movie ni ba catch him say enya no cry meni ni mi hwan I mean me wa I don't know wa hwe nkofo asum ye wie nkwam nam it is happening Nti manko school broni ni ofiri gina ho me hu difference on. Manko school ofiri ni broni gina ho so me hu sunsun ho. And I don't blame the NPP. I blame we Ghanaians. We've allowed ourselves to be used and slogans. Think about me, digitalization. Digitalization is it something strange? But yaka, but you move because I know say when a lie is repeatedly told and truth refuses to rebut, lie never be no correct. And then Baumia, and I'm now all touted and said achievements in or not. About the very reasons why Akufo-Addo brought him there was saying there no kasa Akufo-Addo nti. Now one and I vice president no kwaso kasa winti Alan Kyeremakyerema no just a mere cabinet minister. One and no kasa iti. Papa, this is the country we find ourselves in. Ghana no here any future. Omaya wo when the IMF deal no. Yes, as part of the requirements to meet, you know. There be a fuel beko be say otu fuel price like exchange rate because we be say otu fuel price, you know. What about me? I catch say or the gold for oil number. Even when the fuel price on the world market no cost Ghana they buy from. Basically, that ben ya two fuel man Ghana they buy from that. I mean, if Ghanaians are serious people, but we no BS or kasa and keso so no so cry but yes so no so ubenya so fu bi no gina the puppet so say. Nyame ya chenze ba me abɛwe ni wo mu ba me wadamfo no no ade asha akoma mu abusu na no ka wadamfo wo ka che wadamfo so bɛwe ni election wa hyenkom madamfo no na wo kɔ contest na me so bɛwe ni a ma sha wonkom papa
ɛna kan eno na me pese me pe kwan na mebusa o eno ala ati ye maternity leave no o pese o di free ye current 3 months no equal 6 months na for additional 12 weeks no say e ko ba so bi here bia anu so de obetuma ko ba that way no
should I lock it?
Eno ye bobo
okay papa yanka sorry
ha me say eno ala no beka say maternity leave no ba obe move from 3 months to 6 months which is no you pay na say obi pay additional obe for additional na say you just say e ko ba say obe here additional weeks account wa 12 weeks no without pay na eno ye bobo so me dem ka say be cry there you know 6 months na do so do because we call for pay at 100 now our pastor be na was a service guarantee 4 months be. What is the idea behind idea or person no
I
say I'm trying to do up to 9 months 1 year but Ghana no they don't trust a document policy near there no go for in kind of was in terms of say the other benefit any government nakasa only say 6 months in a dozen and what is that
that statement no I think say eno na me hu ye me pay attention to dig deep into what really entails in that thing just the caption and I'm ready say me can be bia e say I want to by all means say something mention me person me communicate sir I want to come out with facts when I'm speaking on this issue. Say ochina too later, ochina I will come back with the answer. But Alan Kyeremakyerema, what I know, they say the government say is going to evolve around the youth and women. And against the backdrop of that, Asana Wakanintino, our special interest in women. And all Kasan, he might have and that reason, and I may find it out now. But I wouldn't want to miscommunicate or say something that meaning knowledge of. Or national knowledge on it. So later, I promise I will come with.
Or say the leader of the movement for change and independent presidential aspirant for the 2024 elections, Alan Kojo Kyerematen, says when voting for president, he improved the labor amendment bill to give more maternity and paternity leave to families, paternity cracker home. Sharing some aspect of the policy on health via social media, the leader said he intends to improve the labor amendment to extend maternity to 24 weeks with pay. That is 6 months with pay. Additionally, he said he will provide an option for an additional 12 weeks of unpaid maternity leave. Ghana Mans currently 12, 3 months. Mr. Chamatin also indicated that he will introduce paternity leave of 12 weeks. And members to Subenya 12 weeks. Next and also yes, 3 months. No. I said the movement for was Minister Han on and Omakika Kane. You know, no idea what a members to Subenya 3 months with pay. And a man to be 6 months with pay. But we pay 12 weeks account when I acquire about 9 months there any day. 12 extra weeks in the year without pay.
Okay, but I think say on the face value, no. But Chemi says OJ more than required. And no, you didn't take any salary because that time no, your favor enough, say. Your favor enough. Yes, I think say Bia onim di ntia okasa no na mekwa akọ fine house na e na me ma ne de na abem no me ne argue because oba bi timi wo na oba no bia aware bi wo hono ma oba ne nibusani bi beti kra ba betena ne ntia aboa no with regards to also obi suso ni move with sa situation and say be ma no there was that opportunity na at least obetini our around the wife to be helping her in sorting out certain things. I say I've seen maybe almost you know my almost babysitting because ebiana situation we feel such that so one tenefia mo obana enye yi inti say oyene sa meji di say Alan has a reason for saying that somebody who has this international way, you know, may assure exposure, no, may assure so nimiti or kasa. But the then say, much as all my favor, no, on yen also say, even when you go, beyond what is expected, I still I bet you which will go against the national purse. So when you are giving that favor, no, by that extension, bro, say 12 weeks now, or say you're not going to take salary. That's okay. But I'm going to find out why or the benefits and the reasons or the underlying reasons are and or suggested our policy. Nah, no will say almost say the Bank of Ghana for today.
Auditor General, say na darman ka obi akra ye pu yeto da ye nim de ko say aban we de eja katasumo mo so de o say
Auditor General de boy adwuma
Bank of Ghana boy Cocoa Board business 8.2 billion. Ontwiaye. Enti Okai Bank of Ghana ko we credit obi ka say enya dia Bank of Ghana onim pa ne so we dia akoye Ali versus Baba enti 8.2 billion. Cocoa Board on OGCD. Ocha Cocoa for CD no akwaje dollars no.
Akwaje dollars no.
Akwaje 8.2 billion. Abansika yenye sika nso from by ono bia so en kan ji se kotua e dis auditor general nso no we limit want to make this
say na say abai we there oye complete scam na o say omo deal with forex trading nso be there just all the passport na the Ghana card
and say Ghana card etikakra na we France ban euro no o so the Ghana card coach reason na
there be na make forex there na the abochi for no nyina wu afiri asa na I will say the jam because MPP for omo smart I don't know why no you are rather going to give the aboti market a bigger platform. They say what can you say no say if I don't want to go by who demands na me mo Ghana na mo aboti bi number Musa me do am friend na me wo Ghana no madam badam na so person so sani euros a me frɛ abochia no frɛ alaba ono ko ma wo ma ho tumoto no obafi no obesesa kufu na wo de ye wa de nkaka aka nti se ne de be ya ne se obi amfa passport ne Ghana card no because obi wo kwa ne passport on person obi abenya hold of the passport ne sa document na nti o skadoso po bi no person so san so ne alaji fu abochi fu ya na
they are not treating they are only treating the sentence not the cure.
Now said the omo yene de I saw ye free another plaster tower so when Alan Chamatin is giving practical solutions in the GTP the fight in stabilizing the city no hwe de omo keka hwe we have the men in you
but any go focus say your policy be Bank of Ghana
we have policies they don't want to enforce those policies
trading dollars hotel they still are then they go how does
the city plan Assembly Alan Chamatin has said it in his GTP. That's why we can work. There are lots of policies that they are refusing to enforce it. Existing ones, no, you are not enforcing it, and you are bringing a new one, and no kadema aboti for nenya a leverage. Anyway, so the choice is ours. Me make aboti. It's as simple as that.
You basically are not that was people na mama to God's word. Ejumedie no. Over Kwame, me ma just 5 minutes point na yenko turning to God's words. Ejumedie no.
Na ore ya okasa yi otwema ala on. Oya de na mi busa no few questions ni. Say ya bie no na ebi anu otumi yi ma no. Say
onko so dia say o free so dia. But uti ebi obeba o ka no question o.
Say Akufo-Addo and o decide say odi na chiri beja Bawumia. Now obe make sure say Bawumia will take over from him. Now if I say enka ochusu a year a friend is saying Alan enka Alan be hu say Akufo-Addo amemu no say na nye kra. So yasa appointing apo. Napa ba to abeka say the best Ghanaians have had no any Akufo-Addo. Na me busa say enti Alan ko no so obeka sa na. Master enyeme bi koso si yahwe ni yi a ewiase ye be say keke. Robert is Venezuela. One more time kunkum. Why? Because of partisan democracy. Eti sadia no ye de bawo man so a. That's why I'm here. Kroma no a mutwitwa mo ho. Africa de yenkan because countries like Kenya no ye Ghana de ye nyenya sa crash no a ye destroy ho. But no ntre say ain't me happy wo Ghana. Enti yenhwe ni yi. Say amemu a yempo be president a ye be yi no so na ya no. So am perform a ya won etiko te say ye wo ohini bi etiko. Ya wo mpabo ani ya to. Nsenka Akufo-Addo o say yensu na nka ya ma na yi kra space kra ya won etiko. Na afen so ministerial post no any sa buy na primary president ni choose ukwa eya ukọ your friend is saying menhia wo mo edida busua no ana wo mo edida kura no and wo mo kohie mu wo menhia enti they know their performance, they know how good they are. And this Minister of Education yentuma regions wo Ghana nyina ne pe mini obi a wo competent education mo te say owura ya ofri ya mantem wo yi obodwuma kamen na ko da ho oyamfo so a na so otumi me kra de enwanwa so wo person we implement policy bia call an average Ghanaian na chechire mo chire no say akonta dinti abedi we pese ba no ne say ebe boy see na wa wo de ba no wontumi anchire mu a ebe de na ya tiasie na one mean kan nyame apata mekan wrong language adia ha gren ne say one more take policies now. Policies are a boa ema womu chiti Ghana nye de ebe boa Ghana for. It is a one more yena so womu ntumi nchirechire mu a. That person no onye patriot. Onye patriot. We don't have to give that person chance to cry say or be take policy. Na Ghana nkwani one of the few countries that will be a say or minor, you free politician. Obetumi a practice of politics, but all national office the obua. Ubua. Womu nsa ho ofin, womu amoja womu nsa ho, womu scam womu anu nyina gum, ego system no mu. Nka mama say ya, a friend is saying, what the airport akochi obi. Say say a friend no nebusan say na wo beton, what the guy to port. Na fe e biom na beton aka ho. ECG na beton aka ho na say di. When we recycle warm system when into the best thing to do is a entrance. Nienka say, Sanipa or prepare community. Certain selfishness being system no
you first my na you running up. Koji am 5 minutes.
And to say Ghana for. You be through stage be citizens no. Say they sabi you nim say they see chichiro man. Nti enye nti say nipa miensa bi na wo mu ni nyasa wo mu betumi avote ya ye mo ko vote ken say ye di friend say telephone that microphone
Nyam watch na you be kwan ya betuma yes selection no na o ma represent here say the bo Olympics no almost Olympics is not countries compete name NOC National Olympic Committee and compete into any country into say Ghana or menje say Ghana and or no name the Ghana Local Olympic Committee no and we inko for say on question and I because omoye sad to avoid because the idea of the Olympics is to prevent war and then the Greece for Sata no ko Greece for any other nations no companti omoye sad and say we are seeing Benya and Kabum na ompe aban because the moment all the country be man aban betima hajake ade no and one on tea. A better munina masi say and then so we asuti na mutimiti achira madwin de asha komemuno and anoka ti ene questions and answers papa smali edi eni mukama ene nwanam so emunyinam so by Joseph owa hene Alex and a year of akwame a year ejachu munyina ene mo a mobekasa mafiri so no yeda munyina masi etie for mutie ye free all over the world no so yeda masi ene asamre na edi adwumede ni besi ye wie so a ye beji ahun kakra 2-3 minutes near but straight to the most important of all turning to God's words no ya besua ewiase mu nsem kama yensa nko nyakopa asem no se ne nanu Peter kai no o kache Yesu say hey mini bebia ko Yesu wo na wo dan kwa asem no aha nti ye mano no onipa mano ne kohwem na yesua enenso ye besua no mapi ye besua about preaching and teaching what is even the difference what is preaching what is teaching then I was say about preaching then I was say about teaching now very interesting inti munyina monka ye ho na many bibisa beba in the next few minutes no na ya betwa so wanti obia emba bye